Greetings, welcome back to Sometimes You Crit, our actual play 5e podcast for D&D. We are back again for our second episode, where we're starting our first real part of the adventure. I'm going to go ahead and introduce everyone here. First of all, my name's Jim. I will be the DM for this evening. We have Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Hello, I'm Mark. I play Fen. He's a halfling cleric.
All right. Nathan?
Yes, I'm playing Tunk, the fairy barbarian. Rawr.
Rebecca?
Hi, I'm playing Melee, the Elven Ranger.
All right. And Rob?
Hi, I'm playing Ichabod, the reborn artificer.
Okay, and we didn't mention it, but everyone is first level because we're just starting off this adventure. We just barely got started last week. So we're this is gonna be acting a lot like your regular home games, like it is for everyone else, because we're already missing someone. So on week 2, Chris is not here. Him and his wife went to a hockey game, like that's a thing, in the middle of the night. Where'd they go to? Nashville? Anyone know?
Maybe it's someplace with an ice rink.
It's somewhere thank you. It's someplace with an ice rink. They're watching, I believe, outdoor hockey in Nashville. So hopefully he's having fun. And if not, we're going to kill off his character. Chris himself, he was playing Rhett, which first level variant human fighter. So our party's going into town, and we have to deal with this just like everyone else does at the regular home game. So right now, as long as they make their way to the inn, which they're on the way towards, not going to say they're going to make it, but if they make their way to the inn, we're just going to have Rhett not feel well, get a room, go in there, and then we can just sort of keep on playing with him in the inn. Does that sound good to everybody?
Sounds good.
All right. So just like, again, just like your home Discord games, we had a little issue with somebody's mic last week, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We had a little mic problem. The mic wasn't set up exactly right.
Is it a mic problem or a Mark problem?
It's a Mark problem, really. Exactly. It's a Mark mic problem. Yeah, so the mic wasn't turned on during session 0.
That. I don't want to think about Mark being turned on.
I had a 50-50 chance of picking the right mic, and I picked the wrong one.
There you go. But when we actually started playing, he fixed it. So our mics should sound much better tonight, and if not, I'm just gonna have to figure out some other way to do this. But I think that'll be fine. Technology, it happens. So what happened last week, the party, which was chasing after the war criminal warlock Giggle Witch, and we decided last week his name was Giggle Witch, are making their way to the village of Woolhope. They made their way after trying to get into a poor random person's yard for some odd reason with guard dogs there. They made their way to the bridge guards. And the bridge guards, one of them was sort of standing behind the other one, and he started asking them if he'd seen somebody, and it was the Inquisitor. So they know that an Inquisitor is heading to town. They never really found out exactly when, but they know that they're sort of on the lookout for an Inquisitor. We actually cut our play a little bit short last week because our recording stopped. And we had planned on playing a little bit longer. On a normal week, we have been doing 3 to 3.5 hours or whatever. Tonight we're starting a little bit late, so maybe we'll do 2.5, 3 hours tonight, and hopefully everything will go great. So is everyone ready to go?
Absolutely.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Okay, so you guys, we have a map, and what I'm probably going to end up doing is posting the map somewhere. But since we have only like 4 people who are listening right now, I'm not going to post the map just yet. So you guys had just crossed over the river. I'm just going to go ahead and move your pin here. So you guys, last week, you were making your way through town. Remember, it was pouring. Whether or not I put the sound of rain again, I'll have to think about that because some of you said that it sounded like static. But we'll see. So it is pouring right now. There's lightning flashing about. There are mountains straight to the north of you. You guys can't really see it on the map yet because of your vision, but you can see little lights inside of homes as you're making your way towards where they told you that the ancient Wolf Inn was, and you're making your way through town. You kind of to the right. There's sort of a set of trees, and to the right of the trees is sort of like the center part of town. But you guys are making your way around the left. That's the way they told you to go. You went past the market. You guys can stop me if you want to do anything different while I'm just moving you along, or would you like to just keep on walking towards the inn?
Do they have any rations I need to restock?
The market, so it's dark now, and the market is closed. It's a lot of it is like sort of almost like tents and things, and it seems like it's all closed up for the evening. It's still pouring outside. Looks like everyone just said, "Screw this crap. Let's just do it during the daytime."
Fair enough.
Tunk wouldn't mind getting out of the rain to something warm, preferably a cold ale in the hand.
Okay.
Melee
All right.
agree.
Okay, well, there is the inn. So as you sort of making your way through town, you can see straight up ahead of you a large stone and wood building that looks like it would be the inn. It's straight up ahead of you. You're making your way towards it. As you come out past the trees, you can see a few things. First of all, over on your right-hand side, there is like a fountain, and it looks like it's hard to tell. It's nighttime. Lightning's flashing. It looks like there's some sort of like a figure coming out of the fountain that's raised up. It's not just like a regular fountain. It's almost like there's a figure of a body inside of the fountain, but it's really hard to see at night. Lightning's flashing. It looks sort of like a woman's body in the fountain.
Talking about like a statue, not like an actual body floating in the fountain.
No, it's like a statue.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can see a statue, and it looks like a woman's body that's sort of, her hands are like reaching up in the air, and you can see there's water pouring everywhere, but there seems to be water pouring out, around the fountain from her. And before you get to the inn, like I said, it's really dark out, like lightning's flashing, so you can see things here and there. Everyone roll a perception check, please.
With real dice.
With real dice. We use real dice because we want to. And they're much cooler than
They make clackety-clack noises.
Yes,
I
they make
rolled
clackety-clack
a
noises.
9.
Yay.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, jeez.
I rolled a 7.
I got a 17. I saved us.
Total of 4.
Tunk.
So Tunk, you are focused on this inn. You can see as you're coming up towards the inn, everyone else is kind of looking over towards the fountain. They're looking around. You are just dead eye focused on the inn. You can see up above, there's like a wolf head, like made of wood that's coming out of the top of the front of the building above the door. There's also a sort of a swinging wooden sign that says the Ancient Wolf Inn. And over to the right of the building, you can see that there's a tower over there. But in between the two buildings, lightning flashes, and you swear that you see a small child in between the two buildings. And then the lightning flashes, you can see a small child, and then the lightning goes, it's pitch black again.
All right. So I'll point out to the other group, or the rest of the group, look over there. There's someone standing in the rain watching us. That's
You
kind
look
of creepy.
suspicious.
Where?
Point to him. Probably
Right.
a little taller than Tunk, I imagine.
So this is, it looked like, well, let me see. Tunk is how tall again? Tunk is short.
At 2'4", I think. No, 2'10".
2'10".
Almost 3 foot. I'm a towering fairy.
Yeah, this person is about, let me see, 2'10", a little bit taller than that. 3.5 foot tall. In your size range is what you saw.
Right.
But now it's pitch black over there.
I'm gonna unsheath my battle axe and be prepared for anything.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
actually, if it's really dark over there, is there like any pebbles on the ground I could pick up?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to grab a pebble. It's a tiny object. And I'm going to use my magical tinkering, which I can put that up real quick. It's in roll 20, but basically it allows me to... I have my Thieves' Tools. I touch a tiny magical object as an action and give it one of the following abilities. In this case, I'm giving it the ability to shed bright light out for a 5-foot radius and dim light out for an additional 5 foot.
Okay.
It basically becomes a magical candle.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And can I toss it out to where Tunk was saying that he saw the person?
Yeah, it would probably be. I mean, from here, it's a little bit of a distance. It's maybe like 50 feet. But yeah, sure, you can toss it over there.
Okay.
I think with a pebble, it shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, just like
Right.
an underhand toss.
Yep. Okay, so you toss it. That's a big, long underhand toss, 50 feet.
You gonna roll to hit?
Gonna roll it. You know what? Yeah, let's roll. Let's roll to
Oh
hit.
no. Oh no.
Good
All right,
suggestion. Let's do that.
So,
See
do
how
I get to
close
add
you get
my
to
proficiency bonus?
Absolutely. Sure. Let's add your
Okay.
proficiency bonus. Why not?
So +3, since I'm assuming it's Dex.
He's gonna
Sure.
20.
put the
20.
mayor's kid's eye out with that throw.
When Tunk pointed out the spot like a laser, you knew exactly who he was talking about, even though you can't see anybody over there. And you threw that pebble and ding, 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 and it dropped exactly where he said it was. And you see nothing.
Do I still see nothing, or do I see it still?
You see nothing.
Okay.
You only saw him when the lightning flashed, and then when the lightning went away, it was dark again over there. And then he threw the pebble over there, and now it's lit up in the area. A pretty good, it was 5-foot radius, you said?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 10 feet around plus another 10 feet of dim light, and you see nothing over there.
Must have been nothing. Let's get out of this damned rain.
Okay, I just want to check. Okay, I can just yeah, and I can just take an action to end it and basically make it so it's not shining light anymore. I have to touch
cool.
I have to touch the object to end it early.
Okay.
So I'm just going to walk over and pick it up.
Okay. All right, so you're
Roll
gonna walk over.
initiative.
So you're walking over there by
Mhm.
yourself to
Well,
where the
okay.
small child was. Is that what you're doing?
Okay, so when is it
He
like
was over.
right
He was over here.
over here?
Yeah, he was to the right. He was to the right of the inn and to the left of the tower.
I'm just going to leave it there. Never mind.
What, are you afraid of a little girl?
Yes,
Oh.
at level 1, I'm afraid of everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jim,
I love
Jim
Wow.
said he.
Cats.
It's a little
Sorry,
boy,
cat
not a
could
little
kill him.
girl.
You know what? I can just rewrite it. It's a little girl you're afraid of. Okay, so the small child has scared this hardy band of adventurers into running into the inn. Is that what we're doing?
I'm not scared.
It's not that we're scared. It's more that the tempting ale and the warmth
Right.
inside is a little more important right now.
I
Gotcha.
agree with Tunk.
Absolutely, I agree too.
Ichabod's going to think that Tunk's a little crazy. Not say it,
Okay.
but just think it.
Okay. I was like, if you say it, I'm going to be, wait a minute. You just made a rock glow and then threw it. And we're the crazy ones. Got it.
Well, by making the rock glow, he basically smeared a paste over it that was glowing.
Oh, that's how you're doing it.
Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. Like, that's
Thank
basically
you.
some.
It was like
pulls
a
paste
Luger?
out of- What?
It was like a loogie.
No, more of like you. I'm trying to think of it.
It's like
It's a
Bill,
soft green glow.
it's Bill Nye, the reborn science guy.
No, he just has a bunch of radioactive materials.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, that's
That's
not
much
scary at
More
all.
like Madame Curie. Okay.
Yeah, just
Exactly.
smear a little radium on it, throw it. It glows.
There you go.
It's my idea.
No problem.
All right. Well, whatever you got, that's you do you.
What can
I spread radiation poisoning.
Okay, so we're spreading radiation poisoning around the world, which is awesome. Yeah, okay. All right,
Just a
so
little bit.
all right. So you guys are going into the inn? Question mark?
I would
Heck
like
yeah.
to go in.
Unless you want to go.
positive?
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So you go to the inn, and the door squeaks open, and you're greeted by a fairly inviting interior. There seems to be a lot of people sitting there. There seems to be people at 4 different tables. So there's a lot of people sitting down. The tables are rather large. There's 4, 5, 6 people at each table. There is one lady who seems to be going around serving people, and there is a bartender up at the bar.
All right. Is there any open tables, or are they all occupied?
Yes, there's a couple open tables.
All right. I'll beeline it over to one of them, sit down, and loudly whistle.
You and whistles.
Okay, so you're gonna. Okay, so
Well, how
what
does
is
the whistle
everyone?
sound?
Yeah.
Is it like a
Um,
cat call?
No, just like a loud, "Hey, we're here. Come here and get my order." Attention
So
caller.
so obnoxious whistle.
Oh, I mean, it's a ferry, so probably.
Like one of those 2-finger things where the people with piercing whistles?
Yes. Yeah, piercing
Oh, gee.
whistle.
We are gonna roll for that.
Cuts
So
right through the ambient
Performance.
sound.
let's
check.
roll for performance. Whatever you have for
Oh, no.
performance. Whatever you have for performance. Let's see what kind of whistle you give.
Well, this is going to be a problem. I have a -1. Let's see.
It is not gonna be a problem to me.
Ooh, so a natural 12, so 11.
Okay. It's
Acceptable.
not one of those like double fingered, super loud whistles. But it's not like a weak whistle. It's a fairly average whistle. Enough to probably get attention in a place that was a little bit quieter. You whistle, and first of all, this whistle is coming from somebody that is 2'10". So I imagine that your whistle, your it's a good word for it. Your lung capacity is probably a little bit less than a normal.
I've got great lung capacity.
Okay. I'm going to think that your whistling is probably a little bit quieter. So it doesn't like bring the place to a stop. It doesn't immediately like the barmaid doesn't like instantly turn her head around, snap her head around and see what's going on. Yeah, she's just doing her thing. She's working. She sees that you guys had walked in, but she's right in the middle of serving a couple different groups right now. So
All right,
What
I'll
would
wave
you-
the rest of the group over. I
Okay.
got us a table.
Good
Cool.
job, Tunk.
Congratulations. You get 10 XP.
Sweet. Where do I put the? Oh, milestone. You tricked me.
Miles, I tricked you. Yeah. All right, so you are at the table and you're waiting. What would you like to do? Put money in the jukebox.
You know, I'll,
We see Giggle Witch anywhere?
Um.
Yeah, any evil looking gnomes?
So who knows Giggle Witch?
I have a brief description of him, and I think Ichabod has a picture.
Okay.
And a very brief memory of his face.
Okay. So you see, basically, there's one table. First of all, you don't see Giggle Witch. All right. So let me just tell you what you do see. You see one table which looks like some local townsfolk that are sitting there. There seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 local townsfolk sitting there, but there's anything from like gnome, dwarf, elf. There's a whole bunch of different types of people there. Another table, same kind of thing. There's a bunch of laborers, farmers, things like that. 3 of the tables actually seem to be, 2 of the tables are along those lines. There is one table with people who look sort of like adventuring types. Like there's somebody. There's a dwarf with studded armor. There's another dwarf with wearing like banded mail. There's an elf literally in full plate. There is a half orc, which looks like wearing leather, and another dwarf wearing splint mail. The fourth table, there's 6 gentlemen sitting over there. They're all sort of keeping to themselves. They're leaning in, sort of cowls up. They all look human, and they're just sort of intently talking to each other.
All right, has the rest of the group joined me at the table yet?
Yes, they have.
Okay.
Does anybody look like they're looking at us?
Roll perception.
24.
24. So first of all, just coming in, everyone just sort of looked up at you because it's pouring outside. You guys came in and, you're dripping wet. You temporarily, brought some weather into the room. So everyone kind of looked up and sort of went back to their business because they're in a bar and that's what they do. They're there to drink. It appeared that the people that are sort of wearing their hoods up, it appears that one of them has sort of kept their eyes looking over towards you a little bit longer than the rest of the room.
So
Other than that, you don't notice anybody else like looking at you.
So I kind of lean in and I'm like, see that table over there? They're sizing us up. Just saying.
Bob looks at the other table.
So you all, well, at least a couple of you look over at the other table and you see them. They all sort of seem to speak to each other. And then they get up and make their way towards the door. And they open the door and walk outside and leave the establishment.
I'm going to follow them.
Okay. How long after they left the door, after they shut the door, are you planning on leaving?
Like 30 seconds after them.
Wait a
Okay.
minute. We just got here. It's
Yeah,
raining
they
out.
were sizing us up.
And so you want to go chase after them?
Yeah.
Alone?
Weren't they the
Well,
ones
Tunk,
wearing
you want to
plate mail?
come? Tunk,
No,
you
those
wanna
were
come?
those were not the adventurers.
Tunk wants the
These
mail.
were they were, you couldn't really tell what they were wearing. They sort of had like cloaks around them, and with the cowls up where it was almost like hooded. They were just talking and leaning in, and everyone else is a little bit more sitting laid back, sitting in a bar, and they seem more intent and leaning towards each other and discussing things amongst themselves.
Man, I was hungry too.
Well, you can eat, but I don't know why you're judging me when you tried to break into some poor random stranger's house and
No, I'm
feed
just
us.
hungry. I'm just hungry.
Okay, then eat. I'm going to go check these guys out.
Nah, I can't leave you go alone. You probably hurt yourself.
Oh, please. You're funny.
Well, if you hurt yourself, I gotta heal you. So that's how it works.
So before you guys do this, I will tell you that Rhett he does not feel well. So he would really like to try and get a room or a couple rooms here for the night before you guys start doing anything. So he doesn't want to like sit around. His tummy hurts.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe-
All right.
Can he get a room himself? Is he with it enough to do that, or do we need to?
Yeah, he can get a room himself if you want to.
All right.
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So Tunk's gonna be sitting back in his chair, kind of looking at May through the side of his eyes.
Okay.
He's seriously going back out there.
You don't have to come. but I didn't like the looks of these guys.
Well,
It's that women's intuition thing.
yeah, I'll come with you, but then we're getting an ale.
Uh,
You're
hey,
buying.
She's
all
buying.
right, that's a deal.
All right, we're right behind you.
All
You're the
right.
ranger.
All right, so everyone's going back out.
Looks like
All
it.
for one for all.
Yep.
Get inside for 30 seconds, and you're back outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't like
What-
warmth and comfort
could
and food.
Possibly go wrong.
What could possibly go wrong? I mean, it's not like I made 10 hours worth of stuff that would happen inside this inn. But anyways, so you guys are waiting. You said like 30 seconds?
You lured us out. Come on.
Oh, I think that took at least a minute.
All right.
Number one, I didn't do anything. I'm just offering you opportunities.
We can come
And
back,
we
right?
bit like a fish on a worm.
Just like I knew you would. Okay, so you are waiting a minute, you said now?
Well, I was just
Why
saying
are
that
we-
conversation would have taken a minute.
Okay,
We can say 30 seconds. I'm just,
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, you guys had to decide whether you're doing this or not.
Mhm.
You had one person jump up and try to head towards the door, and then a little. So let's say 30 seconds to a minute, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so you go and you just walk out, right? Or is this like
Yep.
a sneaky, stealthy operation?
I
Or
don't sneak.
you
I
don't
mean-
sneak?
I
We're
can't.
following them. We should try a little bit.
We should try to be a little bit stealthy.
I have disadvantage. I'm very clanky.
I
Oh,
mean,
let's
I have
It's also a
disadvantage
rainstorm.
also. Yeah.
It might
Let's-
cancel out.
Let's roll some stealth. Let's
Oh,
do
geez.
that.
oh, great.
So since we're
Yeah.
in a rainstorm, we get to roll with advantage, right?
Absolutely not.
I rolled a
Sweet.
15.
Okay.
Got a 12.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I forgot
on.
I had disadvantage.
Math
Actually,
hard.
I rolled
Math
a
hard.
14.
Okay.
6.
Ooh.
You said 6?
Yes,
We
6.
are not a stealthy
Disadvantage
party.
is not fun.
Yeah. I
Okay.
have
14
How
to
rolled
many
6.
of us
9.
have disadvantage?
My loincloth is flapping noisily in the wind.
Ah!
It
Oh my
smells
gosh.
very strongly.
Okay, so I've got a 14, I've got a 6.
9.
9,
12.
12. Okay, so you guys open up the door, and what are you all wearing that's making so much noise?
Scale mail.
Scale
loincloth.
mail.
The
Scale mail.
loincloth is making a lot of noise.
Yeah, it's flapping like a flag in the wind.
I don't
Flapping
think
like
it's
a
the loincloth.
It's something
Well,
else is flapping like a flag on the wind.
Something's flapping. My loincloth or
Something's-
something underneath is flapping.
Oh my
something's
god.
flapping. All
I
right,
was
I
going to
guess
say
I'm,
it's very strong smell of brownies.
there you go.
I was thinking
Are they
Are
so many
they
beans or
minty
something.
yet?
I call it tink.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys come out the door, and it's kind of like it sounds almost like the old West movies where there's spurs, cha-ching, 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 where you walk out and roll. We need a perception check.
From all of us?
Whoever has it, perception. Proficiency in perception, yes.
3.
I've got plus
Oh, I'm sorry, 5.
15.
11.
I have passive perception of 18.
Right. That's if you're not that's if you're just walking along and something's this is when you're
Yeah.
out looking for stuff. So that's not the floor.
Aw.
No, passive perception is not the floor.
I thought I just got a default of 18 on all my passive
You do
perception
not.
rolls.
No. That's not how.
That was a nice try, though.
But you know what? I hate passive
Well, you
perception.
gave it to me last time.
No, because last time you had a 20 something because your guy just like had 8 eyes or whatever and could see it everywhere at the same time. So I heard a 15 was the highest.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah, you guys walk out and they are like ghosts. They are gone.
Okay, let's
All
go
right.
looking.
All right. Screw it. Let's go. First round's on me, as promised.
That was worth it.
Yes.
go.
Tongue toy pumps his fist. Yes.
Okay, so now your table's taken.
Oh, no, it's
No,
not.
no, I'm joking.
I'd
Okay,
like to rage.
A little girl is at the table, right?
there's a little girl at the table. Run! The little girl might get you. Yeah. Okay, so you go back to your table and you're sitting there, and a lady comes up to you, the barmaid that's been walking around, and she is a human, and she says, "Yes, hello. My name is Jafera. Welcome to the Ancient Wolf Inn. What can I get you?"
Ale. Keep them coming.
Ale, yes. What a great order to start the evening. No food at all. Yes. Anything else for anybody?
I said
I don't-
ale.
Do you have any warm stew?
Well, what we have is, would you like our complete menu?
Yeah. What's your special?
Okay, we have boiled eggs and cheese. We have stewed sausage and dried mushrooms. We also have stewed sausage and turnip because stewed sausage is a big thing here. Roast mutton and carrot, and smoked goose and whey cheese.
Oh my gosh. How do you decide? Can we get them all?
It's only money.
Well, if we all order one different thing, then we can kind of share and try different things.
Well, there's
Tongue
five.
is
There's five
shooting
items
you
on the menu.
a dirty look right now. I'm
You're
not sharing my.
You can order separately if you don't like sharing. That's fine.
Mm.
All right. So that is the food, and the food and the drink all range somewhere in the 10, basically the 9 to 12 copper piece range. All right. As far as drinks go, we have cider. We have a lovely stout. We have a nice ale, and we have a tankard of bitter.
I'll take a stout.
Okay, one
I want
stout.
a cider.
Okay.
Tongue's looking in his purse. What's the cheapest?
I got this one,
Yeah,
Tongue.
she's
This
paying.
one's on me.
Yeah, but the next one I have to pay for.
That's true.
Well, the ale is only 10 copper pieces. Also, the cider.
I'll take
The
the
s-
ale.
The stout and the bitter are 12 copper pieces.
See, if you
All
do
right.
the ale, every 10th one's free.
Yes, hilarious. Okay, so that was 3 drinks. I heard.
I guess Ichabod will take an ale.
I heard cider, stout, and
Yes.
2 ales. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
so that is 42 copper pieces. And what about to eat?
I want the sausage and mushrooms.
Okay.
Same here.
Okay. Anything else for the other two?
I just want to
Ichabod.
drink.
What's that?
The drink is just fine for me.
Okay. That'd be a total of 60 copper pieces. And I will get that right up to her for you. And she heads on off. She walks over towards the bartender. There's only one bartender in there. He is, when you look at him, let me just make sure. He's an old, gray-haired gentleman. He seems like he's still pretty fit, but he's not. He is definitely graying. I actually have a picture of him for you here, so if I can find it, that would be awesome because I can never find anything here. And that would be, and here we go. Let me go ahead and share him with you. Boop. Yep. Older gentleman, but ripped. Big old white beard, sort of balding in the front. enormous arms, sleeves sort of cut off near the top, just kind of back there doing his thing.
So like if The Rock had a bar and
If The
retired.
Rock was older, although The Rock is probably much older than he looks,
Yeah.
it's going to
Yeah.
turn out The Rock is like 60, and we never knew. Yes, it's The Rock in like 15 or 20 years, maybe not, maybe 10, 15 years, with a
All right.
big old mustache and earrings.
They save money on not having to have a bouncer.
Well, you never know.
He is the bouncer.
Yeah,
You never
bartender
know.
bouncer.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so she went
Is
off
he
to.
watching this?
He is watching. The answer to that question is yes, but
I'll
he is
wave at him.
also watching everyone else. He's not just back there like idly doing his thing. He is looking table to table. He is constantly looking at the room. He is aware of the situation.
All right.
Everywhere in
I'll
the room.
just try to see if I can see him watching me or looking over here, and I'll just wave at him.
All right. He looks at you, and then he just keeps on looking, just like he's looking at everyone else.
You have been judged not a threat.
Yes. All right. Bring me the ale.
All right, so you guys are just sitting there. She comes back with Jafera comes back with your drinks. It'll take a little while for the meals to come, but here are your drinks. She sets them down, collects the money. Correct? Somebody paying for all of this?
I'll
I'm
pay
paying
my
for the drink.
portion.
Well, 60 copper pieces is how many silver?
6.
Six.
Is it 6
All I
silver?
got is
Yes. So
Okay,
you pay 3 and the rest of us pay 1.
For what?
Wait a
You got
minute.
screwed.
All I got is a drink. That's like
Yeah.
me getting a salad and you saying I have to split the lobster dinner with you.
Oh, that's
So
true. Yeah.
Basically,
Okay.
out of
I'll
the
pay
Yeah.
two
out of the
silver
60
then.
out of the 60 copper pieces, basically 42 of them were drink.
Worst date ever.
42 were drink.
Yes, 42 copper were drink.
Okay.
Only 2 people ordered meals, so
So
I'll
I
just-
only owe
I'll
1
just-
silver.
Yeah. We can do it.
so just what?
I give her
So-
2 silvers so she can have a silver tip.
Perfect.
I'm gonna ask if she can bring a pitcher of ale out too, so I don't have to keep waiting for refills.
Okay, well, you number one, you just got it.
But
And
yeah,
number 2, she is going from table to table. She has about, well, now that one group left, there's about 12, 13 other people in the bar that she's taking care of. So it's going to take a little bit for her to come back to you. But right now, she's not right at your table.
all right. I drink my ale in one big gulp, which is actually like 1,000 mini gulps because I'm a fairy.
So a normal glass of ale, how would that affect somebody that small?
He's built up a tolerance.
Let's
I have
see how
super
much of a
tolerance.
tolerance. Let's see how much of a tolerance you have built up. Roll a Constitution save.
All right. Can I re-roll that? I want to use my GM inspiration because I got an 8.
Okay, so wait, hold on a second. So inspiration was for you guys for
I've used
everyone
it before.
and for everyone playing at home. Inspiration was to give yourself advantage on a roll.
Okay, and I did not clarify before. I got an 8.
And you also didn't describe how you would do it.
I basically grab the cup with both hands and just kind of tip it back, and it's like kind of sloshing all over my chin and down my chest. I'm just slurping as much of it as I possibly can.
So it's not a pretty sight, is what you're saying.
No.
You know what? Since you are drinking it like it, roll a dexterity check.
All right. Dex check 8. I'm all about the 8 today.
You are losing an awful lot of this down the side of your face. And
It doesn't bother me.
it's hitting you. It's it's your first ale at night. It's not like you are one of those high functioning drunks that can drink everyone under the table. This one is, you haven't eaten in a while. You can feel the effects a little bit, but you eventually get it down. More of it went in you than went on you.
All right. I jump up on my chair and tip it upside down, slam it on the table, and say, "Huzzah!"
Tunk, sit down.
Okay, so
Good
you
thing
do
we don't have
that.
our food yet.
Roll performance.
Oh God. 12.
12. People in the place temporarily stop and look at you. And it's like this awkward 3 seconds. And then they literally just turn back around and go back to what they were doing.
I belch loudly, wipe my face off, and sit in the chair. God, I love ale.
Okay, so you hear this. Everybody else in the bar hears this because you're just a little tiny wee little lad. Okay, so you've done that. She is still going around. Jafara is still going around. Taking care of the other customers. What would you guys like to do?
Do we think we should ask around or maybe talk to the bartender about this giggle witch? I'm talking to Ichabod.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Ichabod starts rumbling through, going through his pack, looking for the book with the picture in it.
Okay, so I want to pause for 1 second because I just heard you say something, I believe. Are you Ichabod or are you Ichabod? Because I believe I just heard you say Ichabod.
I may have just said Ichabod. I'm trying to say Ichabod, and
okay.
I
don't want to get
typed
confused.
it Ichabod. I typed it Ichabod, but yeah.
We may just start calling you Ichabod, but okay. So
Tongue's gonna
Ichabod.
lean over. Tongue's gonna lean over. Hey, Itchy, you gonna drink that?
Am I itchy?
Yeah, that's what he's calling you.
No, go ahead, have it.
Sweet. I'll grab it and do the same thing again.
Okay. Same thing. You're slamming it down.
Yep. Okay, carry on.
Roll a Constitution save -2.
Let's see. It's a 16.
16 after -2?
Yeah, it's a 18 -2.
Okay. Well, the first one hit you a little bit, but this one goes down a lot smoother. Roll another dex check.
12.
You poured less down your chin. So you, with a little bit of alcohol in you, you have sort of steadied your nerves a little bit.
I'm
Weird.
smarter when I drink.
You're smarter when you drink. Okay, so who is going up to the bar?
I think
That's
Ichabod.
a good question.
Ichabod.
Ichabod alone?
I mean, he's getting up and walking. He's got the idea now.
I'll go with them.
Okay. All right, so you go up to the bar. The bartender, every once in a while, Jafara comes by, gives him an order. He's apparently there's somebody back in the kitchen, making the food, but he's, turning around and, you see him sort of talking to someone back there, and he turns back around, and you both are standing at the bar, and he stands there and looks at you.
Excuse me, good sir. I was wondering if I could ask you if you have seen a certain gnome that I am seeking to speak with. May I show you a picture to see if you have seen this gnome? His name is Gigglewitch.
So you hold up. So explain me the picture again.
It's like have you seen a rough a wood cutting, but like when you're putting a drawing into for doing a press doing a book printing, and you do a wood cutting of the picture, and then that gets the ink on it, and then that is kind of put and that's pressed on the book. So it's a relatively rough low contrast picture.
Mm-hmm.
Not
So it would not be an exact photographic
no, it's not like it's not.
representation.
Yeah,
It would be a gnome-ish person
Yeah.
with what would be the defining characteristics of Giggle Witch that would make him stand out from other gnomes?
both of his ears are chopped short. Like, looks like they basically got lost in an explosion.
This is based
Ooh.
on the picture in the book.
And based on the picture of the book and a little bit of his one memory.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the picture shows him with basically like mangled ears. Is that what I'm
Yeah, like
hearing?
mangled ears.
Okay,
Like they look like the ears got cut off.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. He looks at you. He looks at the thing. Yeah. Yeah, he was here a couple days ago. Now he's not.
Could you tell us where he went?
Mm.
I'm willing to pay for such information.
Yeah, I don't ask questions. I'm on my own business. He was here. He paid. He was here for a day or two. Then he left.
Was he alone?
I mean, he spoke to a couple fellas that were here. A couple boys that were here earlier.
Were they wearing dark cloaks?
Yeah, the ones that were here earlier. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay. Do they
Then he
come here often?
They've been around these parts for about a week.
Do you know where they're staying?
No, they come into the tavern every day, hang out. Then they leave. And then they come back the next day.
Okay.
They
You know what
pay.
time they return?
What was that? Say that one more time.
Do you know what time they returned, or would return in the morning?
They come in and out. Pop in the morning sometimes. They do like lunchtime, and then they stay here at the night for hours. They usually stay for a lot longer, but they left a little early tonight.
My dear friend Finn, can you think of any other questions we would have for this nice man?
No, I think he's been very helpful. Thank you.
And Ichabod reaches through his belt pouch and pulls out a gold coin and puts it on the table. Thank you, good sir. As I said, I would pay for information.
So he looks at you in your eyes, and without losing eye contact, he just reaches out and puts his finger on the coin, pulls it back, and goes, "Thank you." Takes it off, and puts it underneath the bar.
Thank you, sir. And please, if you happen to see those gentlemen in the cloaks again, would you let us know if we're around?
If you're around, sure.
All right. I guess at this point, say goodbye, and Ichabod walks back to the table.
Yep, I
It's
go
officially
back with him.
Ichabod. We're going Ichabod now. From
Yeah,
now on.
let me just change it. I'll just change it.
Okay, look, if we are mispronouncing your character's name, that is on us. But if you are mispronouncing it, that's the actual pronunciation of the character.
I'm just changing it now because
It's
I'm struggling to
Ichabod.
say the right
No, it's not Ichabod anymore. It's Ichabod.
No. It's Ichabod formally, but for his friends, it's Ichabod.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's Ichabod from now on. See, if we say it wrong, then we're just screwing up or we're screwing with you. But if you're going to say it that way, then we're just going to call you that. Okay. So you guys go back over the table. Jafara comes with the food for the 2 people that ordered it. I don't know what the people who are,
Fen.
not eating going to do, because you've been out walking in the rain all night long and it's kind of nasty outside and you're probably pretty hungry.
Ichabod
But,
doesn't need food.
Oh my gosh. Explain that again.
Doesn't
So-
breathe either.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, with the reborn, I don't need to eat, drink, or breathe. And I don't sleep, and I can't be put to sleep by magic. I complete a long rest in 4 hours and spend those hours in an active, motionless state, contemplating my existence.
Contemplating your existence. Great.
Wow.
You
Another
get all
one of
that
those.
just for being ugly?
Apparently.
Yeah.
I'm ugly for free.
Apparently.
Well,
Wow.
I could have actually been not ugly. I made the choice to be ugly.
Tongue needs to eat, but he's doing the whole thing where he just wants to get drunk, and I don't need to eat. And then like 6 ales in, he'll be like, "I want nachos."
Okay, so you guys are going to. So you're back. Like I said, Tunk has finished 2 drinks. The rest of you are still drinking your first, except for Ichabod, who gave his drink to Tunk, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So what would you like to do? You're sitting there inside the tavern. There's no, there's no like entertainment or anything like that. It's an inn. They have rooms to rent. They have food. They have alcohol. It's pretty bare bones. There is a fireplace at one end, pretty large fireplace that is, crackling away because it would be kind of nasty and cold inside here without it. But it's a lot nicer inside with the fire roaring.
You think we should ask Jafara to see if she knows anything about the dark cloaked people?
The ones that
I don't
had
see how
left
it hurt.
previously.
Yeah. By the way, we catch the rest of the party up
Right.
on what we discovered.
Okay.
See, I told you.
And while they're
Told
doing
you they
that,
were sizing us up.
Yeah.
Tongue's gonna
Too
stand
bad
on
we
his
we
chair.
can't. We didn't have a ranger with us to track them down.
Screw you, Finn.
I feel like this party is going to be way more fun than the last one because you guys can't do crap.
We're still getting to be a party, so
True. And your rogue is going to. Oh, wait, you don't have one of those either, do you?
They might.
No.
No, we just have a trash
got-
wizard.
Did anyone notice Tongue get down off his chair and wander out into the common room?
What?
He's
No.
wandering from table to table asking if anyone wants to play a game of dice.
Oh, Tunk.
Okay, so which table are you going to go to? There is at a table. There are 2 tables with about 5 or 6 people at them that look like they're sort of village folk. They look like at the end of their day that are doing it. Then there is one table with what looks to be adventuring types sitting at it.
You know what? He'll head there first. They look like maybe they have more coin to lose.
The adventuring types?
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
The one guy's wearing full plate. My goodness.
Yes, one guy is wearing full plate. He does have the helmet off though because he's eating. Okay, so you go up to the table.
Yeah.
And
Hey, any of you want to play some dice? Might make a little coin.
roll persuasion.
Oh God. 7. That's getting worse.
They look over at you.
You rolled too fast. I was going to give you inspiration too.
Wait, inspiration. You mean the
How do clerics give inspiration?
or guidance?
Oh, guidance.
No, the inspiration point that we all got.
No, I still got.
He still has his inspiration point.
Oh, that's right. You didn't get to use it, did you?
Yeah.
Nope.
Did we explain that last week?
Yeah.
I feel like we did. We all are starting with a point, and we have to declare for using it before we roll, and we
Right.
get to roll with it.
Yeah, and then you have
Right.
to describe how you're using it too.
Yes.
Right. And one thing
what
that
gives you the inspiration.
Correct. One thing that we did not describe, which I meant to do before we started, was Melee, because she had 3 outstanding animal handling checks with the dogs. What did you receive, Melee?
I get a +1 to animal handling checks when I am dealing with dogs.
Right. So
And
yeah,
that's
we just
permanent.
Yep. So she is, it always feels a little weird with D&D that you can just, you're just randomly rolling. But if you do something really well and you roll 3 great, I think all 3 rolls were over 15. Yeah,
Yes.
why not? You're good with dogs. Doesn't mean anything with squirrels or wolves or bears or anything, but you get +1 with dogs. So maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't. Maybe you'll never see another dog again.
Oh, we're gonna have a riding dog of some sort.
I'm sure
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
for
are.
Tunk.
I'm sure Tunk's gonna have a riding dog. One of those little lap dogs. We're gonna be riding in the battle.
Oh, gosh.
God, he's gonna ride into battle on a toy poodle.
He's
So
35
is
pounds. He
anybody
would
getting,
kill the
like,
dang thing.
Labyrinth,
True. What's that?
the little dog in Labyrinth that had the writing?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm picturing.
I
Yes,
think I'll
that's
be having
exactly
to
what
do
we have.
some like reflex or dexterity checks to stay on it when it starts chasing its tail.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, so you went up there and you said there is a female that is sitting there, and she is wearing splint mail, and you see her, a female dwarf, and she looks at you and she says, "What's the game, little one?"
Dice. I'll hold up some dice that I have. Apparently, I have a dice set.
Okay.
I'll kind of jiggle my coin purse, and I've got a coin.
And how much would you like to gamble?
How about a gold?
Oh, a gold. Very nice. Sure, why not? I feel lucky. All right, so how are we going to do this dice game? You want to do D6?
I don't know. I'm proficient with dice set, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
I don't think I am.
You probably
I
are
think
not.
I have a dice set. I'm
You
proficient
have
with
a dice
cooked
set.
utensils.
Right, you have a dice set, but you're not proficient with it.
Sweet.
So let's go ahead and we're going to roll 3d6, and we're going to see who has the highest. Sound fair?
Sounds good.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
All right. That's not too bad. 12. A
12.
6, a 5, and a 1.
She also rolls a 12.
We have to trade gold coins. Bummer.
Double or nothing, little one?
Well, sure.
Okay. Roll.
All right. 7.
She rolls an 8.
Oh,
Why, thank you, little one. I appreciate that.
I'll look dismayed as I hand over 2 gold.
Okay. Take them off your sheet. Double
All
or
right.
nothing?
Maybe I can win it back?
Sure, double or nothing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Did Ichabod walk over at this point and put his hand on Tunk's shoulder?
Sure.
My friend Tunk, I do not think you will win.
Oh, you know what? I'm sure I got it this time.
I give
got
him
her on the ropes.
inspiration. Before he rolls, I give him inspiration.
Can I use inspiration to roll 6d6? Or 3d6 twice?
That's really advantage when rolling a d20. I would
Yeah,
not say.
I know. I was going to say, I feel like no.
Yeah, I feel like a
Aw.
no on this one.
Like,
But you know
okay,
what?
look.
If you want to use your inspiration on this and roll 3d6 twice, you go right ahead.
No, that's
Just
fine.
breathe on him or
I'll roll
something.
the 3d6 once. Yeah, let's do it. So 4 gold this time?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. I've got 8 gold left. I'm going to double my money.
Sound like fun, little one.
All right. I got a 5 again.
She rolls a 12.
Ah.
Well,
What a bum deal.
little one, I don't think that tonight is your night. Maybe you should, pack up and maybe
I
think about
suppose
it
you're
again
right.
later on.
I'll
You have a
hand
good
over
evening.
4 more gold and pout back to my table.
All right. You see them, you see a little chuckling amongst them, and they just go right back to what they were doing. They seem to kind of be ignoring you guys. They're just having conversation. They're drinking. They're eating. She was the only one that really has interacted with you.
Well,
Oh,
I didn't get any information out of them, but I think they're bad guys. Maybe, I don't know.
You did get some information out of them.
But they have gold.
They have gold.
All your gold.
They have what, at least 7 gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to be waiting for another round of ale. If she takes too long, I'm going to start carving my initials on the table with the battle axe.
So for every round of ale that you're going to be getting, you are going to be paying 10 copper. In other words, 1 silver. Okay. So you tell me. So is everyone else just drinking the 1 drink? Ichabod didn't even drink 1.
Nope.
Are you all drinking more, or are you?
I'll have a second cider.
Okay. Roll, since you ate, why don't you roll a Constitution save with advantage?
Okay.
Since you're not pouring it down your face and basically swimming in it, and you're a normal sized person doing this.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
No. With
Oh,
advantage,
shit.
it
with advantage.
is 19.
Oh, you got a little glow, but it's very nice. Good cider. Okay, that's another silver piece.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else?
Can I get my 3rd ale?
Absolutely. Roll a Constitution check, Constitution save.
Can I talk her into bringing a pitcher, or is she only going to keep bringing tankards?
I mean, I guess we could. Yeah. So she can bring you a pitcher, and I would say that a pitcher would have 3. Boy, a tankard's pretty big. I don't know. A tankard of ale is pretty large, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Probably a pint.
Yeah. So
okay, hold on a
pitcher
second.
would be-
Don't start doing pints to me, because then I got to pints to gallons, and I can't do the conversion on that. My mind doesn't work that way.
I want a pitcher with a mouth big enough that I can put my head into.
So what you want is, instead of a silver piece worth of ale, you want like 3 silver pieces worth of ale.
Sure, yes.
3 silver pieces.
I heard beer's good for your hair, so that might work for you.
Your hair is going to be really nice by the end of the night. Okay, so I'm assuming. Well, you know what? I'm not going to assume anything. How are you drinking this?
Well, if she'll bring me a natural pitcher,
She will bring you a pitcher that basically has 3 tankards in it.
all right, I'll try to, probably have to stand on the table, but I'll grab it and start pouring it into my tankard. And
Okay,
then
so you are not drinking it out of the pitcher.
Oh, not yet. Yeah, so that first tankard I pour, I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the other 2. And just guzzle
Okay,
it.
so let's pour the first tankard. You've already had a couple drinks. You've steadied your nerves a little bit. Let's roll dexterity check with advantage.
All right, with advantage. Ooh, that's good. That's 20.
You have the perfect pour.
Sweet.
The people, the brewers at Guinness would be proud.
I make a little, like a cappuccino fairy on top out of the foam.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm assuming you're
grab
going to
that and-
slug it.
I am.
Slug it. Let's roll a Constitution check, Constitution save. Excuse me, just straight up.
All right. So we got an 11.
Okay. I mean, you're okay. You're starting to, slip a little bit, feeling a little happy. Not like sloppy drunk or anything, just a little happy right now.
Now that the pitcher is lower, I'm gonna basically try to pick it up and drink it like a giant tanker.
Okay, so hold on a second. When I said a little bit happy, let's define that first. Is he a happy drunk?
I don't think so.
No, like
I
bar
would
fights and
imagine
stuff.
he's a mean drunk.
Tell me, it's your character.
No, yeah, he has started a few bar fights.
He's got anger
Okay.
issues.
So you're
That is
feeling
how
He does.
Maley met him.
you're feeling yourself. You're looking around the room, thinking, you know what? I could probably take some of these guys.
I could take them all.
Okay. So you're doing your whole thing with your first one. So let you've done that. What about everybody else?
I was thinking maybe we could talk to the waitress and ask her if she knows anything about those people in the dark cloaks.
Okay.
Jafera.
All right. So while Tunk is doing his thing, she Jafera comes back by, and 'cause I'm assuming you're calling her over.
Yep.
And even though you're talking to her, she's kind of watching Tunk while you're talking to her. There's a little, I don't want to say disgusted look on her face, sort of a like she sees where this night's going.
She's curious.
Do I
She's just
notice
like,
her staring at me?
I mean,
Is she looking at his
yeah,
wings?
she's looking at you like, oh god, this night's gonna end up with him puking all over the freaking floor.
Do I notice her looking at me?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna kind of pause and give her a big wink and a grin.
Roll. What do I want you to roll here?
Religion.
Not exactly religion. Why don't we roll persuasion?
All right. I would like to use my inspiration.
Oh my god.
So inspiration with a -1.
You gotta
Okay.
describe it. You gotta describe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
so,
How are you doing this? Well,
so
he did. You already say the
yeah, I just
wink.
put a big wink and a grin and
Oh, okay.
kind of like, how you doing?
Okay.
And then I rolled 2 11s, so I got a 10.
Okay. She looks at you, and then she just looks right back over to Fenn. It's like, okay, what was the question again?
Do you remember seeing those people in the black cloaks that were sitting here earlier today?
Oh yes. They've been coming in for the past week. Poor tippers.
Poor tippers, yeah.
Poor tippers.
That's pretty sad. I hate when people do
Mm.
that to hardworking, lovely
they do,
ladies like yourself.
They do pay their bills, but poor tippers.
Yeah, I heard they're in here regularly. We talked to the bartender about it, but we were just wondering if you had any more information about them that we might use.
What do you mean by information?
Like maybe where they're staying or anything?
This is the only inn in town. To the best of my knowledge, they're not staying here with anyone in town. I don't know. You'd have to. I don't know. They could be camping out somewhere up in the mountains. They could be going back across the river and camping out in the woods over there. I don't know, but
Maybe
they're not
staying at an old man's house with guard dogs?
Old man Jenkins.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Did you meet his dogs?
Yeah, they're very
Yes, we
nice.
fed them.
Lovely
'em.
dog. Oh, they love a good steak.
Yeah, I
They're
could
the
tell.
sweetest little puppies.
Yep, we really enjoyed the dogs.
Yes, I don't know. I haven't been out across the river in a couple weeks, so I wouldn't know if they were staying over there or not.
I was just wondering maybe he takes in people or something. I don't know.
No, he's sort of a recluse. He doesn't really like talking to people. He keeps dogs out in his yard, and he locks his gate and he shuts his windows, which usually keeps people from coming up to his door and trying to bother him.
Hey, we didn't go up to his door.
Maley gives Finn a side eye about that.
That's understandable, being out in the woods all alone, kind of
Mhm.
old. I can see
Mhm.
why you'd want to protect yourself.
True.
Probably has a dark shrine in there. Ichabod realizes he shouldn't have
What?
said that out loud.
What?
Yeah. What?
Random thought.
You're whispering, so
Sorry. Ichabod just randomly shouts out, probably has a dark shrine in there, and then looks around like, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud.
mhm.
No.
Yeah, she looks over at you and she's like, I don't know about that. Any other questions?
Tonk
More
leans
ale?
over to his battle axe. Oh yeah, she's into me.
Tonk.
You'll have to
Um,
excuse our friend. He loves his drink.
Mm, yes.
When we came into town, the guards spoke of an inquisitor that was coming through. Have you heard anything of this inquisitor?
So when you say the word inquisitor and you say it out loud,
Mm-hmm.
you notice that the sound in the inn has reduced significantly.
It's getting reduced right now.
Yeah.
It is getting reduced right now. See, when I stop talking, that's you guys' turn. So it has reduced significantly.
Oh, is that how it works?
That's how it works. It's much
Oh.
easier when we can see each other's faces, but since we can't see each other's faces, so it has gotten very quiet in the tavern, in the inn.
Tonk will seize upon the opportunity to release a big one.
Jesus.
Define a big one.
It's gonna smell like burnt brownies.
So from that end,
Yeah.
from that end,
From that end.
I'm. You know what? We got to do this one more time. Performance.
Oh.
All right, let's see. 4. I need to change up my d20s.
I think
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
do.
change your underwear.
No, you need to change your underwear.
Remember, he's not wearing any underwear. He has a
Yeah,
loincloth.
like, joke's on you guys.
Uh
You need a new chair.
This is borderline one of those is farts lumpy jokes right now. You go to do it and then you sort of catch yourself because you're not really sure what's going to come out.
Chips ahoy.
My gosh.
So I imagine Madel's like, Tonk, God, just sit down.
My compliments
I-
to the barkeeper.
I thought you were potty trained.
What's that?
I guess you're
Okay.
a barbarian. What, you can't help yourself.
Right. And
Yeah.
you were asking her about where they were at, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And she didn't really pay much attention to them. She just knows they come in, they don't tip very well, and they leave, pay their bill.
Yeah, but then we inquired about the Inquisitor, and
True.
everything.
And then everything got
quiet.
right. Yeah.
And then
I'm sorry. I got
opportunity to
completely thrown off by the
serenade us.
shart that just
Yeah, a
happened.
little side there.
Was heard around the world.
The shart heard around the world. Yeah. So since none of you are going to ask, I will tell you that now when I say everyone has gotten quiet, they've gotten quiet, and now they are maybe not obviously just staring at you, but they are looking your way, sort of side eye looking. They've stopped talking. They're kind of, I mean, they're still talking a little bit lower, and you notice people sort of leaning towards your table just a little bit, just slightly.
How does Jafaro react when we ask?
She sort of looks at you and says, yes. That is a rumor that has been floating around. We've never had an Inquisitor come to Woolhope before, so hopefully they will stay for a very brief amount of time and then move along their way.
Do you think of a reason why the Inquisitor would be coming? Maybe they're seeking the same gnome we are.
I mean, Inquisitors are usually looking for something that, is out of the ordinary. This poor little town, I mean, there was a incident about a month or so back where a little boy drowned in the river. Terrible, terrible accident. And we buried him in the graveyard outside of town. And he was dug up somehow at night, and now, I mean, people have said that they've seen his ghost walking the town. I don't believe that exactly, but well, that may have something to do with it.
Tunk, did you not see a a image of a small child that the rest of us did not? Right before we came into the inn?
Tunk?
Tunk? It's Tunk
I think we
passed out
lost him.
drunk.
Did we lose Tunk? Is
I
he
think
drunk?
he passed out.
Now he has his head stuck in the jar. He didn't really hear what you were saying, or not the jar, the pitcher.
Tunk, did you not see
Wait, hold on a second. First of all, you reach over, you pull his head out of the pitcher.
Yes,
Okay,
and then
now
I'm holding
continue.
it.
Continue.
Tunk, did you not see a image of a small child that the rest of us did not? Apparently, there's been a ghost of a small child seen around here.
Oh yeah, I mean, right before we came in here.
She sort of looks at you. Can you describe him?
Well, it was bigger than me, smaller than you, and I'm gonna need another ale here in a minute.
Yes, well,
I didn't get a good look.
right.
He's
Well,
not very good looking.
Little,
not.
yes, little Jonas. Yes, what a great tragedy. He, like I said, he drowned. He was a young boy, maybe 4 or 5. Sort of auburn hair, smile on his face all the time. He was a little joy here in town.
Can I use my mind powers and think real hard on if that kid had auburn hair?
So, how are we going to define mind powers? So,
Try this an intelligence check.
yeah, let's do an intelligence check.
10.
You're not sure. It was 50, 60 feet away. It was just lit up by lightning. You maybe.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't your kid, your Jonas. This one didn't have auburn hair.
Well, I mean, I don't believe the rumors anyways, but ever since he appeared, apparently word got out, and now the word is that the Inquisitor is going to come down here to see if anyone has been fooling around in the magical arts to try to, I don't know, raise people from the dead.
Well, that would fit with what the gnome that I'm seeking does.
The gnome that you're seeking?
Yes, I'm looking for a gnome. We call him Gigglewick. He starts rummaging through his bag and pulls out the book.
Yeah.
We spoke to the man at the bar. He said that you saw him. He was here like a week or so ago.
Yes, he was. He was
Couple of
speaking with
days,
the
actually.
he was speaking with the gentlemen that were at the table over there earlier. He was here for a couple days and then left. What does he have to do with raising people from the dead? Do you think he would have raised little Jonas from the dead? Or tried?
I do know he was a necromancer. At least I think that's what he said.
Evil times have come upon us. Evil times. I'm just beware of the Inquisitors. Everyone knows. No good can come from being around an Inquisitor.
Thank you for the warning.
Would there be anything else?
No. Ichabod shakes his head no.
No, I think we should find a room.
I imagine Tunk's finished his pitcher by now.
Tunk has finished his pitcher. Tunk, one more Constitution saving throw, and I'm going to have to say this one's going to be at disadvantage.
All right. Oh, that's not good. 6.
Tunk is now officially, maybe not sloppy drunk, but he's slurring his words a little bit. There's a little dagger to him. He's having a little trouble.
Another ale.
Nah, no. We're cutting them off.
We got to get a good start tomorrow.
He'll like walk to the edge of the table and fall off.
That's a long fall. You may suffer damage
That's okay.
for somebody that's 2'10".
It
Yeah,
wouldn't
let's
be the
roll for
worst.
that.
He
That's
has
right.
wings.
You do have wings.
Yeah.
Can you fly?
Yeah, I just don't think about it when I'm drunk.
True. I would say that he would fall off the table. He would hit the ground, and then the wings would flap.
Yes, exactly.
Very, very pathetically.
Just like laying there and like 3, 2, 1. Flap, 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 flap.
And then you hear, I'm okay. Oh, there's a puddle of ale. Someone's built.
Okay. All right. So you guys are going to go back up to the barkeep to
Yeah, get a room.
rent some rooms. You're going to rent some rooms, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you go back up there and he's, what kind of do you for?
Another round of ale.
No.
No more
No.
ale, just some rooms.
No.
Get some rooms.
I mean a room.
Yep.
Rooms. Yeah, we can do. Well, one of your friends already in one room. We could get you all in 2 rooms total. It's a silver piece a night per person.
I'll just stay with Rhett. Make sure he's okay. Cheap bastard.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Did I say a silver piece?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That would be really cheap. No, we're going to do 5 silver pieces a night.
Yeah, totally staying with Rhett.
Ichabod will stay with Rent and Tunk. But he doesn't have to sleep, so he'll just find a chair and sit and
Okay.
watch them
I mean,
and watch them to make sure they don't die in their sleep.
Okay. So it's 5 silver pieces per person per night.
Mhm.
Oh, is there multiple beds in each room?
There is.
May's
How
not going
many-
to get her own room.
I mean, May grew up around soldiers. Doesn't bother her.
Yeah, Tunk's gonna sleep outside. He doesn't want to spend good ale money on a room.
You gambled away all your gold.
I prospectively
He got cheated out of all his gold.
Yeah,
I
Let's
was
be real.
almost a gold millionaire tonight, but it just didn't go my way.
Just
Uh-huh.
didn't go your way. So you're not going to sleep in the inn?
I'm
No,
sleeping
Ichabod
in the
puts
inn.
down a gold to pay for both him and Tunk.
No, save your money. I can sleep
don't need to
outside.
I don't. Do you want to sleep outside with that ghost?
We don't want you to get sick.
Oh, the ghost. That's right.
You need to be healthy
Besides,
for tomorrow.
you need to protect us. We need you to protect us.
Yeah.
Tunk will kind of stand up a little straighter. Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Itchy. I'll take you up on your offer.
Okay. All right. So you guys are
Yeah.
going to get 2 rooms. They are adjoining. There is no door that goes in between them. And it's, they're fairly comfortable rooms. It's not like a super expensive place, but it's functional.
How big are the rooms?
Oh, I would say fairly small.
With multiple beds.
Yeah. 15
Maybe
by
like
15
bunk beds?
feet, something like that. New York City, what do you call it?
Hostels.
No, kind of like a hostel in New York City. No. More like New York City hotel rooms.
Is there a window?
Tiny things. Maybe like 15 by 15. Window, yes. Window
Does
in
it
both rooms.
Does it open?
It does.
Okay. So I'll take this room.
So I guess my question is I was looking at doing alarm as a ritual, and I was wondering if I could. It's a 20-foot cube. Can I get the windows and the doors for the 2 adjoining rooms within 20 feet of each other?
So it's a 20-foot cube. I would say it's okay, hold on a second. 20-foot cube. They're side by side.
That's 30 feet wide.
I mean, I guess you could get the windows and the doors. You would not get the outer part of each room, but yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think you can do
So
that.
as we're getting ready for bed, you'll see Ichabod start pulling out a very fine metal wire and laying it out in a 20-foot cube
Now
to
that's
cover
going to
the
be
windows.
that's going to be the problem
Oh,
because if the wire has to lay out, like you'd have to go through the walls
well,
to
it's
do both rooms.
yeah, because that's one of those moments where the spell itself just describes it as a 20-foot cube. I'm just flavor texting it as that when he does his
Gotcha.
ritual, he's taking out a little wire.
Sure. Can you
Like-
throw up the spell real quick so we can just take a look
certainly.
at it?
Maybe
Yeah.
build a little diorama or something.
Yeah, we can make it whatever we want to make it. I mean, if
Yeah.
it fits in the space of a 20-foot cube, set an alarm against unwanted intrusion. Choose a door, window, or an area within range, no larger than 20-foot cube until the spell ends. An alarm alerts you whenever tiny or large creatures touches or enter the warded area. Sure, I would say that maybe since it's a 20-foot cube, that you would probably just put your little wire along both of the windows and in front of both of the doors.
Okay. Yeah.
That sounds good. It doesn't have to be like a continuous run of it.
No, it's just but I'm just figuring it's, and I guess I'll set it to make an audible noise of that
But is
that
it-
can be heard.
Right. So
Or
there's a
out the-
mental alarm or an audible. And you want to
Yeah.
do an
Okay.
audible?
Yeah, audible.
Okay. The sound of a handbell for 10 seconds within 60 feet. Does that sound good?
Yep.
So ding, 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 ding.
So if
Mhm.
we get up to use the bathroom, we're going to set off an alarm.
I can designate who can won't set off the alarm. So I designate
Oh, okay. That's handy.
all of us. Yep. I'm like, that way no one will get to us when we sleep.
That's very handy.
Yeah, it is very handy. And it does say that on there that you can say who.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says that.
Oh, you designate
Yes,
which
no.
creatures
Well,
won't set
yep.
off the alarm. Absolutely. Yep. Okay. Yep. So you can set that off. And so, all right. So the alarm is set. Would any of you like to do anything else before you do your long rest? Or
midway
excuse me,
through
before
the-
you try to go to sleep?
Oh my gosh! Before we try, I'm gonna see how comfortable the floor is in my room.
I don't think you have to roll for that. It's not comfortable. It's floor.
I'm gonna sleep on it.
Okay. So you are in the room with the 3-person room?
Yeah, with Rhett and Itchy.
I thought Rhett and May were friends.
They're not that kind of friends.
I know, but they would probably be more comfortable sharing a room than with.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up
Me.
together, so
They're like brother and sister. So I think that they should be in a room together, and then the rest of us in the other room.
Yeah.
no, we can do that. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you guys need to discuss anything, talk amongst yourselves, do anything else before we do a long rest?
What's going to be the plan tomorrow? You guys have any ideas?
well, I think we need to hang out here and wait for those cloak guys to come back in. They say they come in all the time.
Normally after
Yeah.
lunch, but seems like they may have noticed us.
Yeah, I think they'll probably. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe they'll
Or-
try and ambush.
Well, maybe we can ask tomorrow where they live and go there. Hello.
Are we huddled in one of the rooms talking?
Yeah,
Or are we
before
in
we
the common room?
before we
Sure.
split up. Yeah.
It's up to
Yeah.
you guys.
All right. Well, Tug's laying on the ground, and he'll kind of talk into the ground, like, I don't know, but I'm making you guys a good breakfast tomorrow.
Sure. Okay, Tom.
Okay.
Thanks, Tunk. You gonna be
Okay.
able to do that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's used to drinking a lot.
There you go.
Make sure you drink a lot of water before you go to bed.
It's like a little
He's
hand
gonna
pop out with a thumbs up.
Do we need to move you to a bed?
Nope. I'm holding the floor down.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? You guys want to go to bed?
Yeah, but I think that these dark guys are gonna attack us tonight. It's just a hunch.
I got the alarm up.
Right.
Yep.
And so I'm gonna be prepared. I'm not gonna.
So you're gonna take a
I'm not
watch?
gonna- I think we should take watches, and I think we should sleep in our armor.
All right. Tunk agrees to sleep in his loincloth.
So it depends on what kind of armor. Like you could sleep in leather. I don't think you
Yeah, I
can sleep and get a
can't.
long rest in like chain
medium.
or
Yeah,
splint or something like that.
I think it's
I'm
medium and
wearing
heavy.
scale mail is what I'm wearing, so I
Yeah,
don't
me
see
too.
how.
Yeah, I don't think anything beyond really leather you could actually sleep
Are you
in.
kidding me? Man, I could sleep in anything when I was really tired.
But
Not
it's like
me.
getting an actual restful.
Yeah,
Not
I don't know if
not
you
not a
get
not a
quality
set of
sleep.
armor.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try. You may get a night's sleep. You may not.
You may take a point of exhaustion.
You may not.
I only have to do a trance for 4 hours, so
Oh yeah, you're an
Yeah.
elf.
Yes, we
And
know. We know.
well,
The
Nikomov can
elf crap.
Ben, I don't actually go unconscious when I rest. I can watch us.
Okay,
I see everything.
fine. I'll take off my armor then.
Okay, now remember, you guys are in 2 different rooms.
Yeah. And you said they're joining, but no door between them. So they're like
They're
right
they're
next.
they are next to each other, but there's no like it's not like an adjoining room where you have like a door in
Oh,
between the rooms. It's just
okay.
2
I thought
rooms who are next door to each other.
I totally
you first-
misunderstood that.
when you first said that, I thought it was more like it was 2 rooms with like a archway between them.
No,
That's how-
no, I'm
That's
That's
when
sorry.
you
what I
said no
heard.
door.
No,
I was thinking it was
it's-
open.
Yeah.
They're still
No.
connected.
No.
Like,
It's,
it was
it's
a
2
doorway, but
separate
no door.
rooms. It's 2 separate. It's like 2 hotel rooms that are next to each other, but there's no door. You know, like some hotel rooms, you have like a door that goes between them
Mhm.
that you can unlock and you can go back and forth between. This one does not have that. This is just an inn.
Right, it's just an open hallway between the rooms.
Open hallway out there. There probably 6, 7 rooms total in this place, and then you guys have 2 of the rooms, and they're just happen to be next door to each other, but they're not adjoining as like an opening between the 2 of them.
Okey-doke. Well, hopefully his alarm thing works if they attack.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? Are you sleeping?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we can
Yep.
do that. Well, some of
Okay.
us are sleeping.
Okay,
I think
Some
there's
of us
like
are-
2 of us are sleeping, one's going in a trance, and the other one doesn't need to sleep.
I just sit
Okay.
there for 4 hours.
Okay, so you
Pondering life.
Mm-hmm.
So
Occasionally
explain your sleep again, and I'm throwing up air quotes. Explain your sleep again.
let me bring. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up the exact wording of it from or actually, it's gonna be easier to bring it up from here. So the idea is that they don't sleep; they sit motionless for 4 hours, and during which they retain they stay conscious. And it's the flavor text from the description is that they are trying to recover memories from their past life.
Okay.
And then there's actually a random table for if a memory ever does come back.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm trying to there we go. Okay.
So what?
Just wanna
Every
make
night
sure-
You
every night
roll?
every night you roll.
No, it does. It's supposed to be like story driven. So, rather than sleeping, reborns regularly sit and dwell on the past, hoping for some revelation of what has come before. Most of the time, these are dark, silent stretches. Occasionally, though, in a moment of peace, stress, or excitement, a reborn gains a glimpse of what came before. When you desire to have such a dreamlike vision, roll on the lost memory tables to inspire its details.
Oh, we're
Do you
rolling
feel
on
like
that
it?
right now. We're rolling
Okay.
on that. We're rolling on that. Roll on that
Okay,
table.
so it's a D6 roll.
Okay.
Let's 2. A memory brings tears to your eyes. It is a bitter or cheerful memory. Does recalling it make you feel the same way?
Okay.
Well,
So bitter or cheerful memory? Do you just want to come up with your memory?
yeah, I think so. Well,
Sure. Tell us what you remember.
what he remembers seeing is a face that looks exactly like his, but he knows it is not his. And he remembers basically right before he dies, he remembers seeing this other person. He doesn't know it's his brother, his twin brother, but is also lying next to him when Giggle Witch comes over and starts examining them and says that they'll both do
Okay, so this is like in the laboratory.
in the laboratory, in the laboratory, like 25 years ago.
Okay, so right before you quote unquote die,
Yeah, quote unquote
you
die.
you look over and you see this other person. It's like you're looking at yourself,
Yeah,
and then he says you will do, and then your memory
Yeah.
blanks out.
yeah, and kind of
Okay,
the bittersweet memory of that he might have a brother,
okay,
and that's it.
all right, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
this is your first night. You know that Giggle Witch was here. That memory comes into you. Do you see Giggle Witch in your memory, or do you just hear him?
It's fuzzy. Like I hear him, and it's like I see a gnome with whose silhouette doesn't look right. Like the ears are all mangled, but not really not like, again, it's like that moment. It's not like photo detail of the face. It's more of that sort of rough image of what he looks like and what he sounds like. And but it's a crystal clear memory of what he sounds like.
All right. That sounds good. Yeah. So you're just sitting there contemplating life, thinking about this, and it's just you. And so everyone else is asleep in your room,
Yeah.
right? And you're just by yourself, and just a lone tear just rolling down your face while you think about what had been.
And it looks like oil.
It looks like oil can. Okay. So it's oil running down your face.
It's oily. Yep. It's not like a real tear. Like it's oily.
Okay. All right. That's creepy as hell. Okay. So
Who's gonna be
oil
creep?
oil runs out of your eyes.
So there's been creepier things. If you think about Whistle's water pouch.
Yeah, we are not going to discuss your
Yeah.
former character's water
I don't.
pouch here.
I don't want to talk about Whistle's water
No.
pouch.
The flashback.
That is literally no. We just want to blot that from our memory.
No,
Okay,
I'm
so
actually
the other.
I was going to say
Go
is
ahead.
with Ichabod, I'm more thinking of the first RoboCop movie and exactly how creepy that whole thing is with the cop.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of where
Right,
I'm
because he
going.
remembers himself dying in RoboCop, doesn't he?
Yeah, a lot.
Yes, a
It's
lot.
like
Okay, it's not like I have seen RoboCop, but I have not seen it in 30 years or whatever. It's been a couple minutes since I've seen that movie.
I saw it at like 12, and it definitely burned itself into my brain.
Yeah, that was a weird. I remember there was some pretty horrific scenes in that movie.
Yeah. Oh, 80s sci-fi.
Exactly. Okay, so Melee, in your room, you can just contemplate, right? Are you
Yes.
asleep while you're doing it, or how does that work?
It's a trance. So I sort of picture it like she's meditating.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's where she's just completely calm, sitting upright, just, clearing her mind of all the stuff. And she's also
Okay.
checking on Rhett.
All right. So yeah. So in your meditative state, you can move around. Correct. You don't have to stay perfectly still, do you have to? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Since we didn't do any elves last campaign,
We'll have to look it up.
I haven't talked about an elf
I'm looking it up
in a
right
couple
now.
minutes.
I
This
know
is
they are.
You have to know your character.
God. Elf.
Oh yeah. The big bad DM is going to make you know your own character. Jerk. Hate that guy.
I think they just basically sit there and meditate
Yeah.
for 4 hours, but then they
Yeah.
have the other 4 hours to move about the cabin.
Right, but
Yeah.
are you conscious like
It says they're
like Ichabod is?
semi-conscious.
Semi-conscious.
Yeah, so
yeah.
you have consciousness going on. You would notice like if somebody walked in the room or if an alarm bell went off, you would
Oh, yeah.
hear that. Right. Okay. All right, so you are contemplating. What are you contemplating while you do this? What's your normal thing? How do you zone out?
When I zone out, I think I picture actually an arrow and making it hit. How am I going to make it right in that bullseye? Because it's like a target.
Okay.
And I'm just.
Is this one of those things where you're just hitting the bullseye over and over and over again? Or is this one of those things where
Yes.
you're trying to and you're just missing it and you're trying to get closer and closer?
I'm trying to, and I'm just missing it every time. And I'm always like checking the feathers on the arrows and checking the string on the bow and just making sure that everything is just right. And why am I not getting in that center?
All right, that sounds good. Okay, so you guys go through the night, and we are going to do something I think a little bit weird now. At least I believe it's going to be a little bit weird. We're going to go up a level.
Woo woo.
We have a long rest. We're getting ready to do some stuff the next day. You guys did some stuff at level 1. Let's just move on up to level 2. So we can go on to D&D Beyond. We can either have everyone listen to us do this live, because it shouldn't take that much to go do on D&D Beyond and to raise up your hit points and all. And there's not a whole lot you gain, but we can just discuss real quick what you gain for your characters, and then we can move on to the rest of the day. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right.
Like I'm gonna say no to a level up.
No, I don't believe I have done enough to gain the next level.
We are
Please
not
keep me
worthy.
at level. We are not worthy of level 2. Please keep me at level 1 for as long as possible.
Hey, if
See,
anyone wants to stay at level 1, that's fine. I'm going to level 2.
I just hate when people say, "Oh, I hate starting at level 1." Like, just don't have people in a death situation at level 1. It'll be fine.
Got like killer dogs behind a fence or something.
Right, exactly. When you say, "Oh, the party's not stupid enough to try and break down a fence that's locked with killer dogs behind it."
Exactly. It's like the players maybe, but the characters are way smarter than that.
Right. That's right.
I don't know. Not with our rolls.
Exactly. Yeah, you guys are rolling some average crap right now.
We don't have like an intelligence-based character, do we?
You don't
we
have
do.
an
That's the
anything-based
Artificer.
character. You don't have an intelligence-based character.
Oh,
You
no,
don't
I'm
have a
intelligence
charisma.
based.
Yeah, the
Oh.
Artificer is.
You don't have
Yeah.
a charisma-based character. We know
Nope.
that.
No
You
charisma.
don't,
Yeah,
you don't
nobody has
need charisma with as much firepower as we're packing.
The ranger with the 12 is the face of the party.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so as we go up here, why don't we talk about what we're going up to? So I don't know if you guys have already. Let me just make sure. I'm going to look in D&D Beyond. We use D&D Beyond. If they want to give us stuff, that'd be cool. But we are not going to ask for anything like that. That would be crazy. But eventually, they're going to see how awesome we are, and they're just going to give us all kinds of stuff. Let's see who has already gone up to. Oh, Ben, you've already gone up to level 2. You want to describe what you have added to your character, or how your character has changed or altered from that one evening in a bar?
Yeah. Okay.
What'd you learn in a bar? What'd you learn in that bar?
All right. I got channel divinity in a bar.
Okay.
She found religion.
You found religion in the bar.
I found
Okay.
religion. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
It gives me turn undead
Nice.
and guided strike.
Guided strike. What is guided strike again?
It's a supernatural accuracy. If I make an attack roll, I use my channel divinity to get a +10 on the roll. I must make that choice after you see the roll, but before the DM says whether it hits or misses.
Wait, a +10?
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, but it's like once a day or something.
Yeah,
Oh, so that's once a day.
channel. Yeah.
it's just an ability. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds cool. And what are your hit points now?
I haven't gotten that far.
Yeah. Are we doing like
Well,
I'm
it
just
says
gonna do
level
the
2 on your
average.
character. You guys can. So we've decided that you guys can do whatever you want to. So you can take the average and go, or you can
13.
roll. I don't care. I trust you.
13
Wait.
hit points.
If
13
we
hit points.
roll, can we take the average if it's crappy, or are we stuck with what we roll?
You're stuck with what you roll, unless it's a 1. If
I'm
you
taking the
roll
average.
if you roll a 1, you re-roll. Could be great.
I'll take a guaranteed. I think I got 7. for that
Okay.
one.
If you're boring, just say so.
I am boring.
Okay.
But I will say I rolled a 12 just to test it out, but I already said I was going to do the other.
Okay. What would you have gotten?
A 12. So now
Oh,
I
jeez.
hate my life just a little bit.
Ouch. Okay, so tell us about Tunkerbell Twiggly Sticks. What did you get from being drunk in a bar last night?
Danger sense. That's a big one. Yes.
Okay, and tell
I'm
us what
gonna.
danger sense is.
It's the uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving me an edge when I dodge away from danger, like
Okay.
grabby hands and stuff. But
Okay.
no, mostly it's I have advantage on dex saving throws against effects I can see, such as traps and spells, and I can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Doesn't say anything about being inebriated though, so I think I'm
It
good.
does not, because you can be inebriated.
Yes.
All
Oh,
right.
and I got reckless attack.
God, you can already reckless attack?
Yeah.
Yep. It's a mixed bag there. Get advantage on a strength-based melee attack, but then attacks against me have advantage
Right.
until the end of my next turn.
Right. Okay, and how many hit points do you have now?
23.
Holy cow,
Wow.
23. You are packing. Melee, do you have your personal done up?
Yes.
All right. Tell us what you gained.
So I gained, I chose a fighting style, which of course I chose archery.
Mm-hmm.
So I will get an additional +2 to hit with a bow.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. And how many hit points do you have now?
18.
18. Okay. The only person that I don't have see up at level 2 is Ichabod.
Yeah,
are
because
you-
I get my first 4 infusions, and I am I'm trying to choose my last infusion that I can start doing.
Gotcha.
Of
Okay.
course, I'm taking Bag of Holding, but
Can you do like a beer hat or something?
I can do
Maybe I-
Alchemy Jug, but it doesn't make beer, if I remember correctly.
To make rubbing
Does make
alcohol
wine.
or something?
It does make wine. I think it does make beer.
You know, I'll carry it around for you.
I think Alchemy Jug does make beer.
Okay, I'll do Alchemy Jug.
Let me just see.
I'm
Hold
looking
on a
it
second.
You
up.
want to make a
yeah.
friend from
I'm
someone.
looking it
Yeah.
up.
We're all looking this up.
It does 4
beer.
gallons of
4
beer.
gallons of beer.
Okay,
Okay,
Itchy's my best friend.
Free beer. Free beer.
Tongue can drown in 4 gallons of beer.
I could be so lucky.
Never mind that we could have 8 gallons of water.
No, we need the beer.
Who the hell wants water when
I'll
you can
keep
have
you
beer?
weak flesh bags alive. All right, so
The mayonnaise always kills me.
Yeah, I
Who
don't
needs-
get that.
Who needs 2 gallons of mayonnaise in a day?
Who needs 12 gallons of salt water?
Hey, you know what? As the only character that probably has cook's utensils, I would find a way to use 2 gallons of mayonnaise to prepare some fine, delicious meals for you all.
Right? And if you had a refrigerator, you could keep that. But 2 gallons of mayonnaise is an awful lot of mayonnaise for one
It's gonna
day.
be one meal. It's like egg salad sandwich or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, it is a southern casserole day.
There you go.
Today we're having mayonnaise soup with
There
a
you
hint
go.
of
Oh
brownie.
gosh. Oh, stop. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay. So, yikes. All right. So, Ichabod, do you have your infusions? Okay, what do you got?
So I took, let me bring it up here. Bag of replicate magical item for Bag of Holding.
Mm-hmm.
Because like who doesn't want a Bag of Holding at like 2nd or 3rd level?
I think you should not be able to get one, but go ahead.
Replicate magical item, Goggles of Night. Because again, we don't have dark vision. Armor of Strength, which is a cool infusion. It gives a piece of armor 6 charges, and then whenever its wearer makes a strength check or strength saving throw, they can expend 1 charge and add a bonus equal to its intelligence modifier. So
Yeah,
all
but
of
you
a
guys
sudden,
don't have intelligence.
Ichabod does. He got brain. It might not be
So-
his, but he's
I
got
was
a
going
brain.
to say it's someone else's brain.
Well, there's
Yeah.
probably gears and who knows
It's
what else in
Abby normal.
I was just gonna
Oh,
say.
God.
Whose brain is it? I don't know. Abby, somebody or other.
I love that. And then also as a reaction, you can expend 1 charge so you're not knocked out, so you're not knocked prone.
Okay.
And it regains 1d6 charges at dawn.
Mhm.
And then finally, alchemy jug, because apparently we have an alcoholic fairy.
We do have an alcoholic fairy.
He's
Okay,
glorious.
so what can you make like now?
So
Does it take you? How long does it take you to do the infusion?
let me bring that up real quick. So I think the infusion is supposed to be something I can do at dawn.
And you
I
can only
wanna
do you can only do one of them, right?
I can do 2. I can have 2
2, yeah.
active. I can do
Alrighty.
as many. So as soon as let me bring up the features description, and I can put it up too in a moment.
Sure.
Infusing an item. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch a non-magical object and imbue it with one of your artificer's infusions, turning it into a magical item. An infusion works only on certain kinds of objects as specified in the description. If the item requires attunement, you can attune yourself to it the instant you infuse the item. If you decide to attune the item later, you must do so doing it through the normal process. Your fusion remains on an item indefinitely, but when you die, the infusions vanish, equal to a number of days plus equal to your intelligence modifier. It also vanishes if you give up knowledge of the infusion at level up. If you infuse more, you can infuse more than one non-magical object at a time for each long rest. The maximum number of objects appears in the table. In this case, it's 2. I can infuse up to 2 items at once.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I didn't hear. How long does it take you to do the infusion?
It's instantaneous.
Instantaneous. Okay, so
Yeah.
you can wake up and you can do the bag of holding as long as you have a bag.
Yeah. And I can
But
do the alchemy jug since I
If you
have.
do you have a jug?
Oh, let me.
Don't think you have a jug. We may
You
have
know,
to
we
go
don't
out.
have a jug. I think I just have a flat. I just have a
Oh,
wineskin.
yeah. Well, there's a marketplace, so
Yeah, we can look that,
Yeah.
or I can infuse my armor. But we got guys of strength here, so
well, you tell me. What are you doing? You get 2 so if you make 2 infusions and then tomorrow you say I want to do the alchemy jug. Do you choose which of the other infusions go away, or was it the oldest one goes away?
you choose. You can choose.
You choose. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So,
So
you're
you
going to do
can-
the
I'm
bag,
gonna do
or
bag of holding.
Mhm.
If I can do like my backpack as a bag of holding,
Okay.
and I'll do my armor as the armor of magical strength for now, and then we can do the alchemy
Okay.
jug when we get a jug.
All right. I see how we're doing this. We're doing it all for you.
Yes, he's a selfish gift. He's well, I mean,
That's fine. There's nothing wrong
hey,
with being
the bag
selfish.
of holdings for everyone to use. It just happens to be on his character.
Yes. You guys can definitely give me all of your money. And
All
I've
your
got-
stuff
and-
just put in my
and-
bag.
And I've got better armor than you.
Well,
Okay.
And what's
Not
the
re-
problem?
None. You don't have it.
Isn't that what we all do? We all
I
have
mean,
our
sure.
own specialties. This is part of his leveling up. I mean,
True.
yeah,
if
no, it's-
someone was in desperate need, I'm sure he'd help him out.
oh yeah, no, I mean it's the armor thing is purely beneficial for since
The
no one else has
entire party.
intelligence. What?
Mhm.
That benefits the whole party if everyone has better AC. So
Exactly.
Now I just got to figure out how to like actually mark up the armor as having it.
All right. And then what about your hit points?
My hit points went from 10 to 17. Since I
17?
took
Okay.
the standard plus 5 for a D8 hit point. I got one more spell I can prepare each day, and I took Tasha's Caustic Brew.
All right. And
So
what was
now
your
I
other
can-
one?
So, well, my other one, in terms of spells,
Yes.
I can now prepare 5 spells. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
so I already had Alarm, Detect Magic, Fairy Fire,
Right.
and False Life. I could add one more prepared spell, and I took Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay. All right. So are we good to go now?
Yeah, I just
Oh.
need to add the infused items to my inventory, but yep. I think I'm good.
Okay.
I forgot I got spells.
Gosh, you forgot the spells.
Yeah.
What spell? Do you know what spells you're getting, or are you just figuring it out now?
I'm going to take Hunter's Mark and let's take Goodberry.
Okay, so you guys all we did this pretty fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think this is a good thing. Normally, for those of you who have never played with us, which is everybody else in the world, we usually at the end of a session we'll say, "Hey, by the way, everyone, after so many sessions, whatever, you're going to go ahead and you're going to level up," and then they just do all their level ups by themselves, and then the next time they just tell me what they got, because we are all adults and we don't sit there and check on what everyone's doing. We just like to hear what everyone has. Because if you cheat at D&D, you suck anyways. Right? I mean, period. If you're going to cheat at D&D, you just suck. Because why? I will tell you that when my wife comes home tonight, because her and her mother go out and they play bingo, so we can do this recording. When they come home, she asks me the same questions every week. Did you win? And every week I say, no, I did not. and then we just
You're the
move
DM.
along.
How do you win when you kill us?
How do I lose? How do I lose?
Yeah, that's the thing, is there's no winning and there's no losing. And it's
Right, and she does not
having a good
understand
time.
that. Surprisingly, people who don't play D&D don't understand D&D.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you guys get up the next morning. Nothing has rang the alarm bell. The alarm spell, which was 8 hours long, correct?
Yeah, 8 hours.
Yep, the alarm spell has gone off during the night. Everyone has gotten their full long rest. You have thought about your time in the bar and how beneficial it was, and you're like, man, if I should just stay in the bar every night, and I will be a king and a god someday. So you are done. What would you like to do?
Oh, so I would like to have tried to wake up early and go down to the kitchen and make breakfast.
You want to go into the kitchen and make breakfast?
Yeah, I want to help myself.
Okay. All right. So I think you should be able to get up early. You are not going to set off any alarms because the alarm spell knows to let you by. You head down to the kitchen. You walk in there, first of all, there's the bar, and there's people that are kind of like moving around a little bit, and you just walk past them and walk back towards the kitchen.
Yeah, just like I know where I'm going. I know my way around the kitchen.
Okay.
Hey, I belong here.
Do you have your knives with you?
My cooking utensils, yes. I have a little like chef hat on my head and everything.
All right. You go into the back, and there is a halfling back there, and he seems to be sort of preparing things. He's getting things ready. He's moving things around. You see, he's kind of like stocking the fridge. Not the fridge, but he's stocking up things. And you walk in, and he just sort of looks at you. Can I help? Can I help you? Can I help you?
Oh, I'm just here to make some breakfast for my friends.
Well, see, this is my kitchen.
I'll help you. No problem. I know what I'm doing.
What do you mean you will help me?
I know my way around a kitchen. I can help you with whatever you're making. I make it better, probably.
You can make it better? Is that what you were saying?
Well, heck yeah. Pull out like a spatula, do a little spin around my finger with it, and put it back in the spatula sheath.
Interesting. How about a little boiled eggs and cheese? Would you like to prepare some of that?
Oh, that's child's play. How about some flat cakes?
Flat cakes. Okay. Yes, you may try to prepare some flat cakes. And you know what? Since you said that you can do better than me, I will prepare my flat cakes over here, and we will see whose flat cakes are the better.
Challenge accepted.
So you said you are proficient, correct?
I am in cook's utensils.
Okay. So I want you to roll a d20 and add your proficiency.
Are you going to use it?
My proficiency.
Oh, you already used the inspiration.
We only get
Yeah,
once
this is
per
just my
session.
Just my proficiency bonus, right?
Mhm.
All right, so let's see. I've got a. Oh my god, I quit. I rolled a natural one.
You're
So,
on fire.
All
unsurprisingly,
of my dice suck today.
he is also proficient with chef's tools, and his flat cakes are perfection. They are fluffy. They are moist. They are tasty. They are brilliance in a flat cake. Yours, however, they're a bit runny. They're kind of misshapen. He's like, yes, please leave my kitchen now.
That's not fair. You gave me the broken pan.
Now, leave my
I'm out
kitchen.
of this kitchen. I flip the pan over and just walk out.
Okay. Okay, so you leave the kitchen behind, and you hear a little sacre bleu in the background, and moving things around. And he's like, "But these flat cakes, they're delicious." You hear him saying it, and they are. Like he rolled a 19
Yeah.
before his bonuses. So yeah, his are very tasty. They may put them on the menu. That's how good they are.
I'm disappointed in my dice.
Okay. What about your party?
Well, apparently they're going to eat really good flat cakes.
They're going to eat some really good flat cakes. Exactly.
I'm going to
Yeah,
tell
so
them
it's
I
a
made them.
win-win for us. So,
I'm going to tell them I made them.
Mm.
oh my god,
Like, hey guys, I'm gonna eat flat cakes. I made
Roll
flat cakes
deception.
this morning. No, I'm going to say I made flat cakes this morning. I'm not going to say I made those flat cakes. I just made
That's
flat
still
cakes.
deception. I'm
Does that
sorry.
need to be a deception roll?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm doing it. I'm rolling it.
Roll deception.
It's a 5. I can't do anything good.
What do we roll against it, or how's that work?
Insight, I think.
insight. Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll insight against
Okay,
that.
so we all roll
Natural
insight.
one.
Everyone roll insight.
Okay.
Rhett still does not feel good, so Rhett is going to stay in the room.
Natural 20.
Wait, are you saying that sometimes you crit? Boom.
Yes.
Ooh.
Bump. Sometimes I crit.
Sometimes you crit. Exactly.
6.
You said 6?
6, yeah. Ichabod.
6.
Yeah,
That'll beat
doing
mine.
exactly what you're supposed to do.
Okay. And
I got an 18.
18. Ichabod is really not a connoisseur of fine. Basically, he's a Frankenstein's monster that doesn't look like Frankenstein's monster. So he's like, food, whatever. I don't care. I don't eat. Right? You don't eat, right?
Yeah, I don't eat.
Right. So you don't eat. You're looking at him like, whatever this is. The other two, you're both okay. Bullshit. I call bullshit.
I call bullshit.
No.
Well, I did. I made flat cakes. Just mine fell on the ground. This is the next best ones they had out there.
So you see this halfling who walks back from behind the bar, and he walks out, and he's got a little plate, and he brings this plate out to your table, and he lays the flat cakes down in front of you and says, "These are his flat cakes. They're disgusting." And he turns and walks away.
I want to pick one up and throw it at the back of his head.
Tunk.
Take your flat cakes back, you bastard.
So you pick it up. Is anyone
Alright.
doing anything? You letting him throw it?
No, I'm gonna grab his hand and be Tunk.
Okay.
Stop.
What?
Just stop. It's too early for this shit.
Fine. Itchy, give me that alchemy jug.
You didn't have it yet.
Oh, damn it.
I got new shiny armor.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, so you all are going to need to eat something. I will tell you that. You can't
I'm
just
gonna
go
have
through
some
the day without
delicious
eating.
flap cakes.
There is plenty of them out there, and they are charging 1 silver piece for a serving, coincidentally, which is about what they're charging for everything. So whatever you eat, it's going to cost 1 silver piece. So the flat cakes are quite possibly the best things you've ever eaten in your life.
I'm
my
not
god, these
I'm not
are
tasting it.
so good.
I'm gonna order some boiled eggs and cheese.
Okay.
I'll make him make me that.
Okay. You're going to pay a silver piece also.
Yep.
So you are all having your breakfast. You see that there's some a little bit different clientele. Some people you recognize from last night, some you don't. It's basically shopkeeps. Um, people who work with their hands, maybe a farmer or two. That kind of stuff in there. The adventurers that you saw the night before, you do not see in there right now. I'm just telling you what you see, then you tell me what you're doing. This is how this works. See, I describe the scene, and then you do whatever you want to with the scene. It's weird.
This boiled egg is delicious. Way better
Yeah.
than those nasty flat cakes.
Yeah.
You guys are whoever's eating the flat cakes are loving them.
I think we should.
I'm totally eating a flap cake.
There you go.
I need to go restock up on inventory before we get ready for our I don't know what we're gonna. They said they come back after lunch. The guys in the dark cloaks.
So they said that they were usually there a couple times during the day. They said they were usually there breakfast time. They were usually there around lunchtime, and then they would come in the early evening, and they would stay till late at night.
So we're eating breakfast and we don't see them, right?
You do not see them, no.
Okay.
You do know just by getting up, there was, you have windows. I mean, it is overcast outside. It is still raining. It's not pouring now. It's more of just like a nasty, it's more than a sprinkle and it's less than a downpour. It's just miserable. There's chill in the air. It's a little cold outside. It's just yucky out there.
I think we can handle a little rain.
Sure.
You guys want to go to the shops? You guys need anything?
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have enough money to buy anything. Not the tools I want.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So, what do you?
I guess do we just want to kind of roam around the village and ask around, go investigate?
Yeah, where would you want to
Yeah.
go?
It's like roam around. I mean, I don't have any place in mind. I was thinking we can just roam around and go check out that fountain. And,
Show people the picture.
yeah, just like Ichabod will just wander around randomly asking people, "Have you seen this gnome?"
I picture that Ichabod feels that this picture is an exact replica of what he looks like, but I feel that when people look at it, it looks like a generic gnome with bad ears.
Yes, I think I really like that idea. Yes,
That sound good?
that sounds good to me.
Yeah. Like since it's like a carving of somebody's face.
Yeah, it's not that detailed. It's a carving that's then inked and then pressed into a book.
How about this? How about you tell me how good this carving is? Roll a D20.
All right, come on, look at D20.
Just a straight up D20, and the 20
15.
is okay. It's a pretty good representation. It's not bad.
Okay.
There's some detail there. You can see the chewed off or the burnt. Are we saying chewed off or burnt off ears?
More of like shredded
ears, like they were in a like an accident.
Yeah, more like they were in an accident,
or like a dog tried to chew them off. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. All right. It's not a bad representation. It's not as good as you think it is, but it's not a bad representation. Okay, so you guys are going to go outside, right? And now that it is daylight, it's still. I'm going to just keep the map the way it is because it's still dreary outside. You're not going to see super far, but you're going to see a lot better than you did at night. When you go outside, it's very apparent that the fountain, which is basically straight in front of you, it's 40, 50 feet in front of you. And you can see the fountain. And now you get a better view of what the fountain looks like. And I am going to show you the fountain. Yeah, so the fountain, there is basically a woman sort of kneeling in the fountain. And there is a flower over her head. and the water is pouring off of the flower onto her. She's naked, but sort of covered by vines, her arms, to not make it, obscene or anything like
Mhm.
that. The flower above her head is sort of interesting looking. It is a, so it is like a deep maroon flower, and you can see that it is about 3 feet long, and there's like it's called a pistil, which is like the um, the center part of the flower.
Mhm.
That's almost the entire length of it. In fact, I have a picture of what the flower would look like. There we go. So if the flower was going to be away from her, this is basically what it would look like.
Dragonflower.
All right. Yeah.
Mhm.
You have heard, let's see, roll a history check.
Okay.
Everybody, if excuse me. Yeah, everyone roll a history check.
I was also going to say Ichabod also has knowledge nature too.
Oh, excuse me, not history. Yeah, let's do nature.
Okay.
Let's
That's
do a nature
in
check. Nature.
18 for Ichabod.
Okay.
13 for Tunk.
Okay.
Not
10
great.
for Maley.
Okay.
Mm,
15 for Fen.
Okay.
when-
Ichabod, you recognize this as a dragon flower.
okay.
You have heard of it. You don't really know much about it. You know that they're sort of rare. You know that you never really seen one in person, but you've heard about them.
Yeah.
You know that
Well, everything Ichabod knows is from books.
you have read about them.
Yeah.
You know that the rich folk love them, and you know that the rich folk, would love to be able to grow them everywhere. But apparently, they only grow in a very, very, very few locations.
And he's just going to blurt out, "That's a very rare flower. No wonder it's a sculpture. They can't really find them. It's really hard to grow those.
Mm-hmm.
If we see one like that, we should collect it. It's worth a lot of money."
Noted.
Yeah, but won't it just wilt? Kind of useless.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, you really wouldn't know.
Unless you could like make medicine out of it, then might be worth something.
Libraries around here. Roll an
Library.
investigation check with disadvantage. Because I haven't made up every building in this town. There might be one.
Okay,
But it's a pretty
disadvantage.
small village,
Okay.
so
Oh, I rolled an 18 and a 17, so 17.
you know what? I'm not saying that there is an actual library here, but I'm saying that let's put it right here that there is here. There's a small little building here that looks like it's sort of a
Place
book,
of knowledge.
a place of knowledge, a place where books can be kept. And in fact, since I don't have random names for booksellers, I will say, there is the Ye Old Bookseller store.
All right.
Ye Old Booksellers.
A yield
Most-
bookshop.
Oh my gosh,
Choppy.
there's a random book generator.
Oh, sweet.
I'm not surprised.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's just for individual books. There are books. Yeah, there's everything. There's random generators for everything. That's just a random book. I got to go find a random bookstore generator. I bet there is one.
Oh boy. So I just wanted to go in there and ask if they knew any history of the town and what that statue was all about.
Okay. Yes, you go to the establishment, and it is called the Fable Stable. Yes, in the
Wow.
Fable Stable, and there is a very old human woman who's sitting there, and she's gray haired, and her hair's pulled back in a bun, and she has her glasses way down the end of her nose, and she's awake, but she is almost nodding at the same time. And you walk in. Yes. Hello. What can I do for you?
Oh, yes, thank you. I just was wondering. That's a beautiful fountain and statue over there, and I was just
Oh, it's
wondering if you
gorgeous.
do you know any of its history or what what's the story behind that?
Oh, it's amazing. This beautiful, beautiful fountain. It is from a time long ago. We refer to it as the infinite fountain. We have had issues in the past. Uh, 20, 30 years ago, there was a great drought, and even the small river near us dried up. But the fountain kept on flowing. The fountain has always been, and we believe the fountain always will be. Always cool, clear water coming from the fountain.
Oh, very cool. Is it like empowered by something like a god
Uh,
or
we we have
magic?
never uh, we have never we don't ask questions. It is what it is.
Okay.
Magic. You start messing around with magic, and then you have inquisitors come by, and you don't want that. So we
Yeah.
just we just sort of accept it, and we assume that there must be some sort of an underground aqueduct leading up into the mountains that is feeding it because it is cool and crisp and clean, and it is wonderful tasting. In fact, you feel uh, invigorated, I would say, after drinking from it. Yes, invigorated. That is the word.
Oh, wonderful. We'll have to try a little.
Yes, I highly recommend it. It is tasty. The tastiest water.
You wouldn't happen to know anything more about a little boy that happened to drown in a river and people are seeing him
Oh, little Jonas, what
afterwards?
what a tragedy. Well, I mean, there's all kinds of issues with that. The boy, why was he left? His mother, oh my goodness, the woman, she should never have left him alone. I mean, he got caught up, and he's sort of, we dug him out of the river, and he had twigs in his hair, and it was just such a sad, sad thing. And then to be dug up by who knows what. Oh, horrifying, horrifying.
Yeah, that's awful. Why would anyone desecrate someone's grave?
Oh, I do
It's
not know. I mean,
goes against my upbringing, my religion.
exactly. I mean, because he was in the graveyard, that we all use. We've all used for 100 years. We obviously wouldn't put him in the other graveyard because that one is, you know.
Other graveyard. What's the
Well, yes, there is an ancient graveyard, uh, sort of to the northwest of town, a little bit to the west of the inn at the end, and yeah, there is. Uh, it's an old graveyard. It's been around for as long as any of us can remember. They call it the Dragon's Breath Graveyard.
Ooh, dragon's breath.
The other graveyard,
The Dragon's Breath
right,
graveyard.
everyone, we stay away from that graveyard. As you can, if you go back up, and she sort of nods her head in a certain direction. She's like, it's creepy. I'm not gonna lie. It's ancient. We stay away from it. The weird thing is that it always has fog around it, and it's up on a hill, which is very strange. And sometimes it's almost like it's breathing. Like the fog will almost breathe. It'll go out a little bit and then come back in. Strange place. No one here in town. I mean, the only nice thing about that graveyard is because nearby all the dragon flowers. But other than that,
Oh, there's
So
dragon flowers there.
oh is
well,
do
yes,
people pay for those dragon flowers?
dragon flowers are the number one export of our town.
Oh, it makes
This is
sense.
one of the very few places in all of the world that we know of that dragon flowers exist. We do a very healthy job
Wow.
here. Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, we only have a couple. There's a couple farms and some pigs and stuff here and there. But we are a net exporter. We export a lot of flowers.
Would it be illegal for anyone else to pick one?
Well, yeah, they're sort of inside of, they are being tended. So they are, they don't just like
But if
randomly
you
grow
find
around.
one like off the side of a path that's not being tended, it's up for grabs?
I don't think you're ever going to find one like that. We keep them pretty close. There's
Oh, okay.
the whole farm area, all the way on the west hand side of the hill where the graveyard is. There's they do a good selection. Now, it's not like it's not like a wheat or something. There's not thousands of them, but you don't need to grow many of them when you're the only place that sells them.
So is it just for its beauty, or does it have some kind of properties that are attractive?
Well, the royalty seems to love them. They will pay a pretty penny for them. I do not know what they use them for. I mean they're attractive, but my gosh, they're 3-foot long flowers. Who needs that? But whatever.
Lots of things are nearly 3 feet and great.
Yes, they are. And she pats Tunk on the head.
He looks
That's
down at
right.
you. Yes, you are correct. Some things are 3 foot long and great.
Well, thank you. Thank you for helping us.
Would you like a book? Would you like to peruse my books? Is
I
that a
don't know.
no?
No, Ichabod might peruse the books.
All right. Is
This
there anything
place
you're looking
feels
for?
like
Yeah,
school.
Ichabod loves books, doesn't he?
It's not a
How
big
much-
place.
Yeah.
There's maybe like a couple hundred books in the whole place. It's not like a massive library, or it's a bookseller. A few maps here and there, things like that. But other than that, it's not much. But she
Can
she
Ichabod
makes a
just like
living.
look for like a random book just to see how much it is?
Well, they don't have stickers on them.
No, but I mean, like, can he like ask her like how much? Like, pick some random book that looks interesting.
Pick a random
like-
book.
Yeah, like a random book.
Yeah, you
like,
got to
Okay,
roll
so
for it.
you're going to grab a random book. Yes, roll a D1. Roll percentile. Roll a 1 to
where are my
100.
D10s? I did not put them out in that little box. One
Oh,
moment.
that is
A
classic
D20
mistake.
works too.
D.
Yeah, well, I got the. Where's the?
If you have
there
two
it is.
D20s, you can say
How
one.
does that? how does-
17.
17
the-
out of 100.
Yeah, 17 out of 100.
You found a book for a silver piece. It's a fairly common book. It's about it's something boring about the land and the planting of crops.
Oh, yeah. Totally gonna. He's gonna ask her. Do you have change for gold?
Why, of course, honey. Of course, I have change for a gold.
Ichabod's gonna buy a book.
Okay, here you go. And she gives you your change back. Oh, thank you very much. Make an old woman very happy.
And he just starts reading it. Just-
Okay.
No, just
Language.
random.
What language do you speak? Languages do you speak?
Common, Gnomish, and Abyssal.
You know what? Since it's 17 and it's a fairly inexpensive book, I say that this would be a boring one written in common. So
Okay.
it's in common.
All right. Cool.
I mean, it's very, it's sound advice, not something an adventurer would probably use, but it's very sound. It's a clean book. Books are a little rare anyways, but this is a fairly, it's a big pamphlet basically, but yeah.
Yeah. No, this is totally something he would collect.
Okay. We will come up with a title. You can come up with a title for it if you want to. It is, yes, you can definitely have your own title.
Gardening for Dummies.
Gardening for Dummies. There you go. Ye Old Gardening for Dummies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one for right now.
There you go. Ye Old Gardening for Dummies. Okay. So would anyone else like something?
I don't know. Do you
No.
have any
I think-
books on medicine?
Medicine? Why? I don't know.
Or
Let's
herbs?
roll a percentile dice and see if I have something on medicine. Are we rolling
Okay.
a percentile
I'm
dice?
yes, any day now. Hold on a second.
Okay. But it's math is hard.
63.
60. I do have something about medicine. Yes, I have a nice book here. It is about how to bandage people and how to use certain herbs that are found in and about the area, and what those herbs would do for different maladies.
That's wonderful because I happen to have a herbalism kit, so that might be handy.
It is called medicine for dummies.
Herbs for fun and adventure.
Herbs for fun and adventure.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I'll give her a silver.
All right. Anyone else? Oh, who said it was a silver? Yeah, I'll take a silver. That's fine.
Was it less than a silver?
No, wait. What'd you roll on this one?
63.
63. I would say that would be 3 silver.
Oh, I like my price better.
No, it's not as boring as the other one. The other one was more generic information. This is pretty specific to the area. It will give you information about medicinal herbs that you can find in the area and potentially use.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Very useful.
You're paying the 3 silver?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. You're all nice young people.
She have any books on dragons?
Ooh, books on dragons? I don't know. Roll a percentile dice. Let's find out.
Okay.
I like
In character roll dice.
Oh my God. 100.
Oh,
wow.
someone hit the lottery.
Well, aren't you?
Nope. My bad. Let me take that back. 19.
How'd you go from 100 to 19?
I realized I thought I saw a 90 and a 10. And then I was like, no, that's a 10 and a 9. So math rocks hard.
So
So
she goes, well, aren't you lucky? I do have a book about the dragon flower right here.
okay, I'll take it.
Okay, that's 1 silver piece.
Haha, mine was only a silver.
Yes, because it's a piece of crap book.
We probably couldn't even afford the 00 book. So
Man, when you said 00, I'm like, oh crap. Let's go.
Math rocks hard.
I was excited about the 00 book.
So was I until I was like, oh shit, wrong.
Now I wonder if there are like DMs out there that like have these books already made up and everything. That would be weird.
I've got 4 leather-bound copies on my desk.
I just make shit up as we go along. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else? Would you all like anything else? Would you like to roll for any more books in my little store?
If we don't get out of here soon, I'm going to have to roll for initiative.
I'm good.
I think we're good.
Okay. Well, toodaloo. Have a good day. Come back and visit sometime.
Thanks for your help.
Click. You're outside.
I think we should go to the fountain and get some of that cool, wonderful water.
Okay.
Well, before
right,
you
so-
guys, I was going to say before you drink it, I might do cast detect magic as a ritual. Try to see if the water's magical. So like he's sitting there for 10 minutes, taking out very special lenses and cleaning them and putting them over his eyes, and then seeing if there's any magic around.
Okay, so describe what you're doing again. So
So-
remember, it's raining. It's not pouring, but it is. There's people moving around the town now. There's people moving from building to building. They're not running, but they're sort of hustling because it's sort of a miserable day outside. It's overcast.
Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to cast the spell. Never mind. That just seems like that's stand. We can let them figure it out.
Okay, so what would you guys like to do?
I thought we were going to look for those cloaked guys. Aren't we doing
Yeah.
that?
Let's see if we can spot them passing through town.
All right, so you're just gonna sort of like do a little grand tour of the town, basically.
Yeah.
Why not?
Around. Okay. You can definitely see, like in this area, this building looks like, I would say temple-ish, but you guys also know that temples are not really like, it's more of like a healer's place. Most of the temple types are sort of more low key. out. I can just move this stuff around out here. As you're wandering around, you can find that there's like a smithy out here on this end. And the graveyard area is up over, way over to the west over there. So, what are you generally speaking looking for?
I thought we were going to go look for those cloaked guys.
Okay.
Yeah, if we recognize anyone from the night before.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're walking around the town,
Or
just
little
sort of
ghost boys.
looking for ghost boys or the
Guys in
people who
cloaks.
are guys in cloaks. Okay.
And also trying to, I guess, get also better understanding of the little town, so we can
Okay.
explore more of the map.
Let me go ahead and I am just going to take the map here and I am just going to turn daylight on. How about that? Click. How's that?
Oh, yeah,
Pretty.
Good?
that's pretty cool.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you can see the map. Yeah. So as you're walking around town, Tunk, roll. You were the one who saw the little boy, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Roll perception with advantage.
All right. They got a 15.
Okay. You're not sure, but as you guys are walking around town, you're going past the trees. You kind of thought you saw a boy figure moving through the trees, but then it disappeared.
Tunk's going to run over there and see if he can catch him.
Okay, you run over there. There's nothing there. Like you're walking through trees and like you can see something, and then you walk past trees.
Right.
with a bunch of trees. And as you're walking by, you thought you saw something, but then as you pass by the trees and you look again, it's not there.
Can I do a survival check and look for like tracks or anything?
Absolutely.
All right, let's see. Never mind. Got a 6.
You do a survival check. You go over there, you're looking around, you don't see any tracks, but you're not really, you're not sure if like when you ran over there, you may have ran over the tracks or not, but you really don't see any. You don't see any sign of somebody passing through, that's for sure.
All right, I'll head back over and catch up with the group.
Okay.
No, I thought
Right.
I saw something.
All right.
What do you think you saw?
Our little friend from the other night.
The
Might just
one
been
that
my
wasn't
thinking.
really there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
I do a medicine check on Tunk, make sure he's okay.
Okay.
See if there's something
How
wrong
are
with him.
you going to do this?
I just, kind of like check his eyes out, make sure something's
All right,
not
so you're
wrong.
gonna like get down on your knees and go, "Come here, Tunk."
I'm
look
the
in your
same
eyes.
size as him, so
Oh, sorry. You're 2'10" also?
I'm 3 foot, but pretty close.
Oh, you tower over him.
Yeah.
2 inches.
Okay, so you're going to. So, Tunk, are you okay with a medicine check being done on you?
Heck no. Like start waving at us. Get your hands off me.
I'm
Fine.
concerned about your health. You seem to be out of sorts.
This is how I always am.
I can concur with that.
I do 3 things really good.
So you
Drink,
always see
Get
things.
drunk and I fall down. Oh, that stuff? No.
Well,
That's a ghost.
that's what I'm worried about.
No. I've seen weirder things back in the home village.
Okay, if you're not concerned, then I won't bother you.
No, there's definitely a ghost of some sort floating around, but
All right.
Do your
leave us alone.
do your fairy senses tell you that?
No, my eyes do.
You're the only one that saw it, though, Tom.
Probably because I've got better eye vision than all you guys.
You just got lucky.
Okay. You can keep telling
Hey,
yourself that.
you think the ranger would be able to perceive things pretty good?
Well, I mean, I've gotten an advantage. This one's closer to the ground. She sees dragons and stuff that's high up.
Hmm.
He's not wrong.
Really? Interesting.
Okay, so as you guys are making your way around town, you're looking at all the places, and you're kind of looking for these people. You eventually come over towards this big hill, And I know on the map it doesn't show it as being as big as it is, but this hill is probably a couple 100 feet long by 100 or so feet wide. It's raised up maybe 30, 40 feet, and you can see up above. There's this fog, and usually you see fog like down in a bowl, like the fog is sitting down in a bowl because it goes to the bottom. This fog is not. This fog is at the top of the mound, and you can see there is a graveyard up there. Looks very, very, very ancient. You can see one mausoleum that is up there in the graveyard. It looks like an old like iron fence around it up there. You can see some ancient headstones, but it's up above you, and you can kind of barely see through like the fog area that's up there.
Now, I wanted to ask about when they said the fog felt like it was breathing. Is there some kind of roll I could make that
Roll
see
perception.
if I'd ever
Yeah.
heard about that?
You know what? Hold on a second. If you've ever heard about that, why don't we have you roll nature or history?
History.
Nature or history, whichever one you want.
Nature, please.
Okay.
And an 11. Shit.
You know that fog doesn't act that way.
Okay.
Fog goes to the lowest point. Fog may roll, you know what I mean? Like it starts at one
Yeah.
point and moves out towards another place, but you've never heard of fog going out and coming back, almost like it's being breathed in and out.
So now, when I look at the fog right now, does it look like it's doing it right now?
Roll perception.
25.
25. Jesus Christ. Everyone else it looks like fog. To you, I think you can you sense that there's a moves down the hill slightly for maybe 10 heartbeats, and then it moves back up the hill slightly for about 10 heartbeats. You can just sense it. You sense the slight, is that coming down? Is that going back up? No one else senses this. It's
Huh.
just you that senses this.
Really does look like it's breathing. It feels like it's breathing.
And like you guys are looking at it like,
How close have we gotten to the fog?
you're not in the fog. You're down at the bottom of the hill, and the fog is at the top of the hill, which is weird. You're maybe 30, 40 feet away from the fog.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna have it. Ichabod's, I can just see if it's magic. I have special lenses that help me see things.
All right.
So it's the way Ichabod does detect magic as a ritual is he basically starts pulling out all these little bits and bobs of lenses and stems and stuff and like frames and stuff, and assembles a set of glass, like kind of weird looking glasses that he can put over his head.
So these are
And-
not like a real pair of glasses. You are
Yeah.
using things to assemble something that looks like glasses.
Yeah, I'm using things to assemble something that looks like glasses.
All right, and it takes you 10 minutes to put these together.
Yeah, since
And
it's a
when you're
ritual
done putting these together, you can see through them if there is magic.
magic for out to 30 feet. So it's like
Okay.
it's the detect magic. So it's for the duration, which is a concentration up to 10 minutes. You can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use an action to see faint auras around any visible creatures or objects in that area that bear magic. And you can
Okay.
learn the school of magic.
All
if
right,
any.
so, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If any. So basically, I'm seeing is that he's like putting it on. It's the lenses kind of like highlight anything as potentially magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's kind of cool sounding. I like that.
Yeah.
So you get it. And like I said, you guys were about 30, 40 feet away from the fog. I'm just assuming you're going to move closer.
Yeah, slowly move closer to where he thinks he's about getting to about 30 feet away from the fog.
So you're running into the fog.
No, not running into the fog. Why would I run into I did not say that. What?
Okay. So you're just gonna creep a little bit closer, maybe like
creep a
20
little
feet
bit
away from the
closer.
fog.
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way up a little bit up the hill. So you're getting closer to the fog. The fog has the faintest aura of magic
Okay.
about it.
Can you do I have any can I take an action, figure out if there's any type, what school of magic it may be?
I would say that it is necromantic.
Interesting. Necromancy?
Hmm. There is a faint. It is faint. It's not like an overpowering sense of it. It's not like something that is. I don't know if you could sense whether something would be. What do I want to say? Not evil, but what's the word I'm looking for? When something would be like trying to get you. It's not something that is overwhelming or seems malevolent. That's the word I'm looking for. But it's there, and it is very, very slight. It's like a background. It's almost like a memory of necromancy.
Okay. Well, yeah, I definitely convey that.
Okay, so you guys have, you know that there is necromancy. The remainder of necromancy, the memory of necromancy in the fog up top. What would you all like to do?
Oh,
Oh, I
Well, I was
really
gonna
want to.
take a sip out of it, but not anymore. You know what this fountain needs?
Well, you're not at
Ale?
the fountain. You're not at the fountain.
it's
Yeah.
not the fountain now. No, we're up in the graveyard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys were gonna go to the fountain and you just skipped it and
Sorry,
you
for
started
some reason I was thinking
wandering
we're still at the
around.
fountain.
No. You're over by the graveyard, the one that's up in the air,
It's
up on
the
the hill.
hangover. We're not at the fountain. Where the hell are we?
No, you're a couple hundred feet away from the fountain. Well, maybe 400 or 500 feet away from the fountain.
I really want to go to the graveyard. I don't know why. I just
Well,
do.
let's go. Maybe we can kick some undead ass.
Well, maybe this is where the people with the cloaks are hiding out because they're hanging out with the necromancer.
I just want to know why the fog is breathing.
Yeah, that is kind of strange. I mean, back in my hometown, Grove, we had some supernatural mist around us as kind of a protection. I mean, maybe it's hiding something.
Maybe it's hiding
Maybe.
cloaked people.
All right. Maybe it's
I'm down.
hiding evil gnomes.
I'm not
Mhm.
scared of no mist.
Oh,
Let's go.
Into the mist.
before we get any closer, are there like small pebbles and stuff around on the ground?
Think
I
you
would
can.
say
You and your
yes.
pebbles.
You can
Yeah, I'm
probably
gonna collect. I'm
guarantee
gonna collect
there's
like a
always
small
been
handful of
small
pebbles and put them in my pocket so I can have some things for magical tinkering.
Okay.
More. I just want to have something around in case I need to use it.
Okay.
But actually, what I will do though is I'll pick one up and make it so it sheds the light again,
Mhm.
and go ahead and give it a toss into the fog, just to see how much the fog obscures light.
Okay. So like I said, you can see that there's a graveyard there. Like it's not like an overwhelming fog,
Okay.
but the fog is there. So you can see the graveyard. You can see that there's like a building, like a mausoleum in the middle of the graveyard. You throw the stone up there. It is a dingy, dull day, but when you throw it up there, it doesn't really make as much light as you'd think it should make.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That
Kind
fog
of
may
gets
have
swallowed
more
up a little bit.
that fog may have more magic left to it than we think.
Like I said, let's go.
Want to go investigate?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh,
All right.
Jim, can I think, since I know it's necromantic magic, can I make an Arcana check to think if I can come up with like any possible ideas about what it is? About what spell would leave this type of effect?
Yes.
All right.
Roll Arcana.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
So that 17 and a 19 is what I rolled on the dice. That would be a 25 for Arcana.
It has the feeling of undeath about it. Like something is supposed to be dead and isn't.
I'm going to look to Finn. How good are you with undead? Like making him dead again.
I can turn undead.
Good, we might need that.
Wait, you can turn into a zombie?
No, I can turn undead. Make him run away.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, we're traveling with the zombie? Deuces.
All right. So are you going up
Well, we kinda are.
into the fog?
I think if we're going to do that, Ichabod's going to light a torch.
Okay.
Rummages out, pulls out a torch, and what am I thinking? And the thing that you use to light things on fire, tinderbox. There we go.
Tinderbox. Mm-hmm.
And lights a torch.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it's just drizzling. You can get your torch lit. No problem. Okay.
And he's just holding a torch.
Okay. And then are you going into the fog?
Yeah, he'll lead the way into the fog.
Okay.
I have
Right,
the
so you got-
light spell as a cantrip if anyone needs it.
I think we will.
Okay. Are
Do you
you
want
doing that?
Do you want a light spell?
Do you want to put it on my battle axe? I can hold that in front of me.
Sure.
Sweet.
Okay.
Now, if you have it as a cantrip, can you do as many as you want, or
No.
I think
No,
just one at a time.
I think once you
One at a
once you
time,
once you
yeah.
do it somewhere else, it wipes out the other one.
Oh, really? Oh, that's not as good as I was
Yeah.
thinking. Okay.
I believe so.
That's
If I'm
what
not,
I understand.
if I'm
it
not
as, too.
mistaken, I believe that's the way it works.
That's
Okay,
fine.
so you guys do this. What is your marching order, by the way? I mean, if you have one,
I mean, I think if Rhett was here, he would be in front,
but
and
he is
then
not here.
So Tunk's in front,
Okay.
Probably Tunkin and Kebab in front. Since
then Fen, and
Melee at the back.
In the back, yeah.
unless May wants to like scout ahead or something, I don't know.
I
don't
mean,
know if
I
you're that kind
can.
of ranger.
I'm really not that kind of ranger. I mean, I'm wearing scale mail.
Not that
Okay,
kind of
no,
ranger.
I'll take front. That's fine.
Okay. Okay. So you guys go up there to the fog. And like I said, you can see the graveyard. It's, it's regular fog right there. You just walk into the fog and there's like a gate around the place. And, you push open the gate and you can hear like and you walk into the fog. And when you walk into the fog, immediately everything becomes really, really dark and spooky, almost like it's midnight. And what I just sent up there is basically what you see. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, spooky,
Okay.
mist-filled cemetery.
Yes, a mist-filled cemetery.
Does
Looks
it
like
have
it's
the children doing a pentagram in it?
It does not have children doing a pentagram. That's just
Oh, thank
that's just the picture that I got up there.
Okay, Tunk will stay in front then.
Right. And what we are going to do right now is we are going to stop here. Okay.
Oh, just when it's getting good.
I know. Just when it's getting good, you gotta make them want more. Okay. So now let me read what I have written down for this. So that's where we're going to end the session tonight. And I just said we're going to act like we have 1,000 followers. So whatever app you are listening to us on, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, whatever, leave us a review, hopefully 5-star. You can help us grow by allowing more people to find us this way. You can follow us on a couple different things. Twitter and Instagram is sometimes YouCrit with just the letter U. Facebook and the website is sometimes YOUCrit, and obviously the website is YOUCrit.com. We have a Patreon, and of course you're all subscribing to it, and you're all giving us money so that we can keep this going. And I think this was fun. Everyone have a great evening. We'll see you here next week. We're going to do this every week for 2-3 hours every week, maybe 4 hours. Remember, sometimes you crit.